Oh, my bad. What's up, everybody? Again, man, this is Coach Ferg here again, another week with Evolutionary Media, aka Evolutionary Brooklyn. I'm hanging out again with my guys, man. Salute to everybody, man. Listen, man. We're gonna jump right into it, man. So we had a discussion in the back, and it was something about our pies. You know what I'm saying? Physically, how you feeling physically, and that's aches, pains, twisted ankles, fingers, your tooth hurt, you get headaches, all of that, man. Intellectually, how your mind feeling? You thinking okay? Can you still read the labels when you go out and looking at your grocery stores? Can you uh, learn new things? Are you capable of just being a little bit more thoughtful in your processes and not making the same crazy decisions that you used to make 5, 10 years ago? Then emotionally, I think a lot of people sort of avoid the emotional part, man. It's like the you're sad, you're mad, you're angry, you're frustrated. A lot of time now people be in their feelings, how they feel, but then when they describe it, it's not a feeling. But how you feel, man. Is
You
your
got a
heart
camera
okay?
in my house somewhere I don't know about?
Are your eyes? Can you still see? You know what I'm saying? You think you still can see 2020, but you actually 2025. So all of these things have to do with your physical part, man, and your feelings. But spiritually, it's like some people believe in Christ, some people believe in God, some people believe in the universe, Buddha, Allah, whatever it is to believe in. What are you spiritually connected to? Are you connected to your families, your cousins, your brothers, your friends, your job? All of those things play a role in it. So, but I just wanted to give an explanation of it. And I'm gonna let the other brothers sort of explain it in their pies. And I'm just gonna say my letter that I would use today out of the pies is intellectually, because I've been just thinking about getting my mind together and going back and working with young people. I got an interview on Tuesday, hopefully. Head girls basketball team at a local high school, predominantly African American. So, you know what I'm saying? I put together some things. So hopefully whatever I present, man, is ready to go. And, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully, man, I can tell you about the experience that I'm going to have, working with young minds, man. So salute.
Who's first?
Let's just go around. Dapper, you go, then just Dapper, you go ahead and go, then Just D.
I bet. So we doing a check-in or we doing the pies like that?
You can do the check-in with the pies or however you want to check in.
So check-in. So I know you mentioned something about being spiritual, and I hope people take it serious, because at the end of the day, that's where you get your morality from, right? What you believe in dictates what you consider to be right and wrong. So a lot of times people don't really do the work to understand, what do I really believe for real? Because what a lot of people do is, go ahead. You about to say something, Coach?
Yeah. It's not about them. It's about you. Where you are in your check-in, not about what people do. So only bring it to you.
Well, and that's exactly what I was getting to, because from self-reflection, you realize that you want to make sure, do I really believe what I say I believe? You know what I'm saying? Am I really the man that I say that I am? Am I disciplined enough to say I'm going to do something and then fulfill that commitment? And if you're not, it's okay, because the most important spot in the GPS is not where you're going, it's where you're at. If I don't know where you're at, there's no way I'm going to help guide you to where you're trying to get to. So I think it's important, because I've been doing it a lot this week, is understanding, where I'm at, so that way I could, find the best and most effective route to move forward. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we at right now. You know what I'm saying? Making sure I remain who I said I am.
Okay. So what area do you think you've grown the most? Spiritually?
Probably no. Spiritually is big, but there's definitely been a lot of growth in the mental area of being able to accept certain things.
But what does that fall under? Does that fall under? It's not physical. Is it intellectually, emotionally? Okay,
there you go. I think that would be intellectually. it's just being able to look at things from a position of understanding. You know what I'm saying? Like I told somebody this week, I've come to the point in my life where when I'm in a situation, I respond to understanding as opposed to only being able to respond based on how I feel. You know what I'm saying? So that was definitely a thing. I feel like it's important, especially when you're with people trying to have a conversation.
Can y'all hear him pretty good?
He's breaking up a little
Yeah,
bit,
you
like
breaking up.
something is
Yeah, get your
pulling
audio,
your.
man. Yeah, something
Yeah.
couple. All right, brother Just D, man. Go ahead, man. You looking good, man. You shining over. I had to say too, man.
Shining
For
and
real.
glistening.
What? I don't stress.
How the hell you stress? That's what you look like when you put your glasses on. Stress?
I don't stress.
No, he say you don't stress.
Oh, okay.
Don't
I was gonna
stress.
say.
No,
All
I'm
right.
good. I'm good. All four of them are good. I just don't stress no more. I really come to the point of fuck it, and
There you go.
it works.
The favorite 2 words in the world.
And so far, it's been working for the past 6 months. So, hey,
Perfect.
you can't get mad at it.
So emotionally, you sort of in a lax state. Like this is where I'm at from now.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's a nice little
I
emotion.
don't let things get to me like I used to.
Yeah, there you go.
So it's like now, like I've been like that for like 2 years, and it's been wonderful. So the last 6 months has been real great.
I like that
So
for you, brother.
no stress at all. The kids are good. I'm good. That's all I need.
Cool.
No complaints. I like that.
Elevator, you want to go? Carl, you go last. Then you can go ahead and go right into your little funny.
Oh, go ahead. I'm waiting. Come on, Lee.
I told you, you go on vacation, come back 100%.
He on fire.
He on fire.
I'm gonna tap in 2 tonight. Intellectually, emotional. Intellectually, got the second book done. Trying to do the cover now, and sending it over to the publishers for the so they can do what they need to do. Emotionally, I'm aware just these that there's a song that I reunited with by Eddie Perry. I don't know if I'm aging some of y'all right now. Letting go of the bullshit. Yeah, y'all should listen to that song. He was actually in the military. He got out. He was Navy. He got out. And he had a song that says "Letting Go of the Bullshit." If y'all listen to that song, send me a message in IG and then let me know what y'all think about that song. But that song, it goes from fake friends to bad partners to everything. Just letting go of the bullshit. So that's where I'm at with mine.
Okay.
Salute, brother. Appreciate it. Brother Carl, go ahead, man.
No, y'all know, man. I mean, really, vacation was wonderful. I loved it. I enjoyed every second of it. I wanted them to call the cops to get me off the boat because it was that good. I did smuggle back some of that fine steak back home so I could heat it up and enjoy it right here in my house. It was so good. But lately, I've been doing a lot of eating. Went to the doctor, tell me I can't do no more push-ups because he said, "Yo, the push-ups is making you heavier. It's not what you eating by itself." But as he's talking and as I'm eating and all of this, I got a good question. How do y'all shut a woman up? And do y'all use food to shut a woman up? So the first part, let's do the food part. Do you use food to shut a woman up?
Bro, this man is hilarious, bro. Crazy work. That is crazy.
Come on. Come on. Do we use food? Do we use food to shut a woman up for real? Like,
what do you consider food? What do you consider food?
It depends on the woman you're dealing
in
with.
their sexual
appetite.
In
they getting fed.
But they're getting fed. It's something.
It depends on the woman you're dealing with.
It depends on what you characterizing food as.
Well, I'm saying, when did you ever had an argument with a chick and you mentioned seafood and the argument kind of like disappeared?
Okay, that's what you mean.
Because you know she loves seafood. So come on.
I'll say like
I feel that.
this. I'll say like this. I took a page out of my grandfather's book. And my grandmother would get into an argument. He'll sit there and be quiet the whole time. Yeah, she's still talking, ranting and raving. End of that shit, he always said, "You want to eat?"
I think.
So I've learned to listen and repeat to them exactly what they said to me in a different tone, and then when they understand what they said to me is what I just said to them, then you come out. You want to eat? You want to go to eat? I ain't got time for this. I'm like, look, you mad? You be mad.
Oh, so that's how you set them up by using reverse psychology.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm like, you want to go eat? I got time. Look,
Okay.
I don't even waste my energy arguing. If I can't calm you down and say, all right, let's fix it and get it done with, because I'm one of those I don't believe in going to bed mad.
Yeah.
And if we do, we getting in the same bed. I don't care. So
okay. Remember now, this not restricted to her being mad at you. She could be just having a bad day at work, and you just say, you know what? Come on, let's go over here to this all-you-can-eat buffet.
Exactly. You have a bad day. Here go a glass of wine. Let's go eat.
Yeah,
I've never really had a woman turn down food. Now that I think about it, you know what I'm saying? Especially food that I'm paying for.
So, come on, Lee. I need your answer, Lee, because I really thought about you with this one.
So you want my answer would be, why would you need to shut her up in the first place?
Oh, shit. Here we
that should
go.
be obvious.
Oh, damn it.
I done shot too much.
Man.
I'm just saying, you got to realize something, fellas. If you shut her up in that moment, you're gonna hear about the same situation later.
That's not true.
She's gonna want to get it off her chest at some point in time. So what, you gonna keep feeding her food every time she wants to talk about it?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. This man is a whole mathematician. The type of angles that you're able to pull is crazy, brother. You a mathematician.
If I decide to cook, then
y'all funny.
Okay. I'm just saying, at some point in time, I'm gonna have to hear her out. So no, I'm not.
Y'all funny, man.
I'm just being honest.
I got you, man. I'm just saying, you go figure out. I look at that. That's a two-sided question. I'm gonna feed her literally and figuratively. That's how I look at it. It's two sides to that question, right? She gonna always have her belly full, so she can always get fed. And I might even be able to break it up into a third, because it ain't just the physical; it's the mind too.
Okay.
See, that's how I always look at it.
You got to listen to her first, though, right? To get to the mind. Right?
What you mean? No, she got to listen to me. That's her mind listening to me, so she can understand that our philosophy is about blossoming. That's the philosophy, not about, look at somebody else and they doing this and they doing that. No, this is what we doing right here.
Wait, hold up. Homeboy,
that's how I look at it.
Whoever is tighter said taking the Red Lobster and the stage to drop. Who the fuck said that?
Hold on, wait, you read that? Who said that?
Tighter. This shit.
Jesus.
Tita
said 5,000 with one sausage.
This man tripping.
Oh man, who spent 5K? Who they come from, man? What's up, Dalton Robinson, man? Salute, man. Whose chat they come from, man?
It don't even matter at this point.
Oh man, that's wild, man.
Oh my God.
A sister will turn you down. What they say? A sister will turn down a salad, so don't take her to these green places.
That's
they don't, because they all like it. They all like that meat. Yeah. See, that's what Carl talking about. They like that meat. Yeah. So she ain't want to eat no salad. She eats salad when she home toward the end of the month when she almost broke. But let's move on, man. That's when she eats salad. That's when she eats salad. None gonna come over.
Y'all, you know what? Lee, you gonna be like Bobby Brown. You're gonna get you out of New Edition, man. Because I don't know. But I'm gonna tell you something. But I gotta say this though. I mean, on the real, at any point, do we utilize these things like food to calm or to redirect or to just shut the fuck up?
I mean, honestly,
sometimes a good shut the fuck up does work.
100%. I'm a firm believer in babe. Stop talking.
I'm not going to say that. I'm just going to look at you.
You feel me? I'm a firm believer.
I'm gonna say something. Just go lay down. Just go to sleep. Just go in there and go to sleep. It's not. It's late.
Oh shit!
It's late. Go lay down.
Here's the thing that a lot of ladies don't understand, man. A lot of the times when y'all are complaining about something, we gave you the solution 4 times, but you still talking. And I remember this is one thing I learned in my marriage. Sometimes the solution is just letting y'all talk, and I get that. But sometimes I don't want to hear that shit. Go talk to your friend, bro. Leave me alone, bro, because I can't solve it. It doesn't involve me. It's a silly situation to begin with. Why do I gotta sit here?
Because sometimes all they want you to do is just listen. Sometimes
I'm aware of that, but sometimes I don't want to listen. Is that not my right?
That's your right. That's your right.
That's your right. Not wanting to. That's your right. You gotta. Yeah, what's the word I'm looking for? You got to compartmentalize that part of your brain that when she start going off, you already switch right there, like
Yeah. Think about football.
Dapper. Listen, you got to think about this. Yes, you can have your right to not listen. However, go talk to her friend. Calls her friend. Calls her friend. And listen, Carl ain't doing all that talking. Carl gonna make sure she's fed every time she come here.
Shoulder to cry on becomes a dick to ride on.
Man, she gonna. Hey, I'm trying to tell you, man. Look at Carl.
No, but let me tell you something. There's a flip side to this question, even though I wanted to have fun with it. The flip side is, even when you have a stressful day, right, or you're pissed off, when that woman comes in there with that baked potato and that steak the way you like it, and that coochie as well. I mean, come on. Does that make us say, you know what, whatever it was that was bothering me, man, listen.
Nah, the Gemini in me ain't gonna let that go.
Well, Carl, you got.
I'm gonna eat.
You gonna be like, hey, you know I'm still mad, right?
Okay. I mean, Judge, can we just have a 30-minute reprieve or some shit? I mean, come on.
Not me. No.
Well, you got to realize something, though, Carl.
But
you got to look at.
We gonna realize something. We're gonna continue this after I digest.
Now, but you gotta realize something though. Even if it leads to the sex, you don't want it to become secondary, where that becomes how you solve problems.
Nah, never that.
Right.
No. Because for some people, it gets like that. They find an easy way out of things, and then everything just becomes a physical intimacy. There's no connection there no more. You know what I mean? So you gotta. I mean, in your dynamic, you gotta find what works for you. But then again, that becomes the easy way out.
I mean, that's. I don't know if I fully agree with that.
But see, Dapper, here's the thing, though.
Oh, go ahead.
And all y'all probably agree. If you see a woman that you like, right? The one thing you're gonna do most when you meet her, and you's trying to get into, you're gonna talk to her a lot. You're gonna talk to her. You want to talk to her on the phone. You want to see her whenever you can. You're gonna talk to her, and you expect her to listen to our dumbass stories. I love goofy ass jokes, you know, but then if they and me, I like a woman, I've always liked somebody to talk. I like when my wife talk to me, you know what I'm saying? It ain't about other people all the time. It's about real life things like that. The people that always talking about other people, they ain't doing nothing in life. Those are people you can't really date. And you get bored with them real quick because they still ain't talking about nothing to benefit nothing. It's just like other people this, other people that. I can't do this, I can't do that. Why they won't da 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 da? And when you get grown, you ain't got time to be thinking like that.
Not at all.
I think both people, when they choose bad like that, it hurts everybody. So I will say but don't complain about this.
I just like the video that I saw when I got back. It was a chronological of different men. Every time their woman is looking at them, they smile and they run to her. You understand? First, they was all mean face, grill face, whatever. But when a dude sees his woman, it's like a kid seeing their mama. It just smiles. So that's why I said, do we utilize food to calm someone down or to make them smile or to bring them out of that funk for that 30 minutes or whatever. I didn't say it's a cure all to get rid of problems. I'm not saying sex is either. What I'm saying is that do we utilize food to open up that door and say, come here. Remember how
Yeah.
I used to make that pie or that steak, whatever. That's all.
I mean, honestly, it's one of the best things that you can use, because everybody knows that a person who's hungry is gonna be harder to deal with. You feel me? You're under a lot more stress when you're hungry. You don't make good decisions when you're hungry. I think there was a book by Brian Tracy called No More Excuses. It talked about not making decisions when you're hungry, because you're gonna make a very rash decision because you're angry or hangry, as he called it. You feel me? So I think food, a good meal, is gonna up morality, especially if it's your favorite meal. It brings excitement. Now you get to have a conversation with a cooler mind. Like you get to remove most of the negative emotions out of the situation. And to elevate its comment, I think, making love does the same thing. Studies show that when you stop making love, the relationship is over. So even though it's not to be used as a band-aid, it should be used as a doorway to that conversation. You exhausted, I'm exhausted. We both laying in the bed. Now we can talk.
I'm gonna tell you right now, and I don't mind sharing
talk.
the secret. If a chick can make a hell of a mean peach cobbler, I will do whatever you want me to do.
Carl. But see, even with those facets, right? Listen,
I'm
man.
just saying, a girl can get a
Okay.
PlayStation 5 out of my ass. She make a good peach cobbler.
But
And
Carl,
no girl
here's the
actually do
thing.
want PS5 now.
Here's the thing. You got to make decisions. If a woman can't make it, would you show her based off the recipe, or is it up to her only? Okay.
You better make a damn good coffee at that point.
But even with the food, right? Because it goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
How can you really commit and date a woman that can't cook anything? I ain't talking about like not willing to learn, but I mean, if they say they're not willing to cook at all,
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it at all. No.
Why would you even? I don't care if she's the finest woman you ever saw.
No.
If she's
She's
not,
just gonna have to take a ride somewhere else, because let me tell you something. If I'm sick and incapacitated, remember I invested in you. I'm looking long term. What do you mean you don't cook or you can't cook? You're not serving a purpose down the line when I really need you, and that's when I'm incapacitated or I'm sick. So therefore, no, you can't cook. Bye. I need
and in
money.
in a relationship, nobody in that relationship should go hungry.
At least learn how to do an air fryer and a microwave very well.
Nobody should go hungry in the relationship. I'm talking about relationship. I ain't just talking about meet somebody on Wednesday. I never moved like that.
That's like dealing with somebody that Uber eats everything. No, we're not doing that forever. I mean, it's nice, but
man, we ain't doing that one time. Maybe on the way home from somewhere, but no, not just.
I'm just saying.
Monday through Friday, everybody got to cook something.
Hey,
Sunday, I'll say Sunday through Thursday, maybe not Friday, Saturday. Sunday.
That's an old school way of doing things.
I'm balancing.
Well, listen, that's why we didn't have hunger pains, Dapper. That's why we wasn't fighting. That's why we wasn't crashing out at school. That's why we, you know what I'm saying?
I understand, man. People, I cook like 3 times a week. People tell me I cook too much. I'm like, how?
Listen,
what are y'all eating for real? McDonald's? Like, what's going on?
I'll cook 3 days out the week. We can Uber eat 2. The rest is on you. How about that? That's fair.
Nah, that's crazy. That's only 2 days for her to cook. But what are we talking about?
I don't care. That's my thing. I don't care. I'm doing 3. Uber eat 2, and the other one, hey, it's on you.
That's crazy. I mean, that's nice. That's real nice, brother. That's real nice.
Come on, man. I'm giving the benefit.
Some noodles.
Carl is
generous. Some fancy noodles. Yeah,
don't forget that peach cobbler now. Make sure you come with that peach cobbler.
Listen, I don't care if you make egg, rice, and cheese. I'm happy.
Whoa.
I'm dead serious. Egg, rice, and cheese. That's all you gotta do. I'm happy.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's a hood ass meal, Carl. Like,
hey, I like simple shit. Yeah, peanut butter and jelly still turns me good, bro. So I don't care.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
work.
That's all right.
They don't tell nobody else that, Carl. We gotta keep that to ourselves, bro.
Yeah.
Don't tell nobody else. I'm staying right here.
I don't care what time it is. I still like grits and cheese. I don't care.
I mean, okay, I feel that. A little classic meal. You know what I'm saying?
A bowl of cereal, Captain Crunch. I don't care.
Man, let's get into it.
I feel like women need to upgrade their palate, man.
Dapper,
all right.
Next time you do use the word feel, the next time you use the word feel, You got to do 10 push-ups.
Okay, what you want me to use the word think instead?
Any word but feel. I don't care what it is.
Fair
You
enough.
figure it out. No, I'm just messing with you, but yeah.
No, I'm cool with push-ups. I'm cool with accountability. That's fine.
It ain't the
That's
push-ups.
something I do to myself.
It ain't the push-ups. It's the word feel. That's all.
Nah,
So
let's go forward. But somebody said, make you add, did she wreck the car? Like, I don't care if she wrecked the car. Yo, that's funny. We're not talking about food at that moment if you wreck the car. Let's go. That's just funny.
All right, let's do it, man. We got questions, man. We got some topics in the back, man. I'm gonna read it, and then y'all choose. Should couples merge finances or keep everything separate? Is the soft life movement empowering, or what's that? Escapist? Should women
escapists? Yeah.
Escapist. Yeah, there you go. Escapist. Salute, man. Should women pursue men, or is that reversing natural order? Yeah, y'all need to come on, get us. Are modern women too independent, or are men just underdeveloped? See, that's insulting, right?
Yo, what the hell?
I know a woman came up with these questions.
These are all women questions right here.
Wait a minute. Let me be fair. Did you have anything to do with these questions?
Hold on.
How did
Let's tackle that question.
That was a mathematical answer. He was like,
so let's bring that question up. Are modern women too independent, or are men underdeveloped? That is diabolical. That's insulting to y'all.
But in reality,
honestly, with that type of question, it depends on the generation you're dealing with nowadays.
Ain't no way.
I was gonna say both. It doesn't matter both.
Yeah, because I don't know.
Men are not prepared for the responsibility, and women are too independent that they're not interdependent.
Young boys ain't prepared.
They're not independent, bro. Like, I'm tired of hearing this independent woman stuff. Y'all
no.
Y'all on Section 8. Y'all getting food from the government. You got to do what you calling for food. You got to do paying for your nails. You're not independent. You got to do what you call to fix your car. I don't want to hit, bro. I'm sick of it, bro. Y'all are not independent. You're not, bro. I'm sorry. You cannot survive without men. None of you can. Even the dykes can't do it. They got a homie. They calling, hey, can you help me? Stop it, bro. Stop it. Y'all are not independent. None of you. I can't put not one of you in the forest right now by yourself and you can survive for a week. You won't do it. You're not independent.
That's the reason why I taught my daughters the same way. I said, if my daughter was like, yeah, Dad, you're going to use your car. I said, the only way you use my car if you can change my tire. So I know if you out there, you ain't got to call nobody, you can do it yourself and keep it moving.
Yeah, bro. You feel me? It's like, I don't understand why people feel like men and women don't need each other. We need each other. It's simple. Women need men to survive, and if men don't have women, we don't want to survive. It's that simple. It's literally that simple. So at the end of the day, if you're gonna say that women are very independent right now, and that men are underdeveloped, but yet men still rule the world, that only lessens your position as a woman. But because you don't have a man to tell you to sit down and be quiet, you gonna run off and think what you doing makes sense. And it don't make sense. It go back to like what we talked about before. How do we fix it? Men need to be men and tell women, no, that is wrong. You cannot think like that. No, that is wrong. You're not supposed to be out here by yourself. Just because I can use my screwdriver to knock a nail into the wall doesn't mean that I should. Because even though the nail gets into the wall, you provide for your kids, you provide for your family, you provide for yourself. The only thing that happens is I'm going to destroy the screwdriver. And the screwdriver is not going to be able to be used for its intended purpose. It's that simple. Just stay in y'all lane, bro. Yeah, you got to get it out the mud. Yeah, sometimes you got to do things by yourself, but that does not make you independent because you be the first one on the phone calling somebody for help. Please, let's get rid of this narrative about this independent woman because you're really not. You're only independent in word, not in function. That's all I'm going to say.
Elevator, you want to answer the second part?
So the underdeveloped comes in many stages. You just like your pies, it could be intellectual, it could be emotional, it could be in that capacity. Where you see a lot of the women nowadays are looking for men to fill emotional needs, and they don't know how to do that. So when we say underdeveloped, It's not a jab for, per se at your manhood. It's the things that we're not where some men in this era are not willing to learn to satisfy certain women or certain caliber of women. That's the second portion of the underdeveloped portion.
What caliber of women are you referring to?
So if you going back to the argument that Carl just posed about food, if he meets a woman and she really likes him and he likes her, and one of her red flags is communication, she would love for him to sit down and listen to her sometimes, and that's the only negotiable. Carl, are you willing to learn that? Are you willing to learn that communication stage for her? Because that's the only red flag that you see, or to move on. Things like that in that example perspective.
See, okay, me personally, I would prefer a person at least willing to learn. You understand? Because nobody's perfect. So I hope she knows how to communicate, and I don't mind listening, but I don't like long-windedness. So that means don't use every letter in the alphabet to make a point, but at least learn how to communicate without making me, like, come on, man. Shorten it down. Just get more effective with your communication. That's all. I'm cool with it.
I mean, it's a double-edged sword. I'm not saying you can meet too many independent women because there's pros and cons to it. I mean, some men feel emasculated. Some feel like it blocks intimacy. If she's too dependent,
I don't care. See,
like
this is why I'm very, and unfortunately, I have to agree with Dapper, right? Because your independence don't mean shit to me. I'm telling you, make time for me, fuck me, and give a damn about me. I ain't asked you to help pay no bills. I ain't help you. You don't have to cook 5-7 days a week. I'm not asking all that. The simplest things is all I ask for, and I think there are guys out here that like it simple. Don't make it complicated, and I'm good.
Yeah, and on top of that, when you use a word like underdeveloped, it means that where is the average, right? Because there's going to be developed, there's going to be overdeveloped, and then there's going to be underdeveloped. So when you say men are underdeveloped, you can only make that position from a top tier woman. And I just had a young lady today actually read Proverbs 31 and realize she ain't nowhere close. I ask a question all the time. What's a man's role? Every person in the world knows what a man's job is, and the answer is always the same. Lead, provide, and protect. But when you ask a woman, what's a woman's role? You're going to get a million different answers because they don't know. And there's no way you're going to hit a target that you don't know you're aiming at. So when I hear underdeveloped for who?
For the I just said it, for the actual woman that you're actually trying to, hypergamy and hypogamy is the same difference. Some people don't date on their level. They reach for a woman sometimes they can't get, and they
how is that even possible?
Because it's possible.
Now I see what you're saying.
If I got the woman, doesn't it mean I could get her? Like I don't know.
It does.
I get what Leah's saying. Dap.
Okay.
When you triggered by the word underdeveloped, but in reality, it's saying the guy that's not prepared for the responsibility.
Okay.
The dollar store dude.
Or flip it. They're saying that women in this era are more. They have developed further professionally and emotionally than men. Do you agree with that?
Professionally, yes.
Yeah,
emotionally, stop.
No. Okay.
Professionally, yeah, because I understand that at the end of the day, they started without being able to do certain things. So when they catch up to us, to them, that's a great achievement because they were never in that room to begin with. Now, statistically speaking, men still dominate, right? We still dominate. However, now that, women do have the ability to just work and make a lot of money, you really don't need a man the way you needed a man before as far as provision goes. You still need the leadership. You still need the guidance. But you can fake the funk with money. It's no different than a guy who has a lot of money, but his character is trash. There's a lot of ladies who get the money right, but then they approach the situation as if they're a man, and then now they're looking for somebody to help them. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it confuses the waters because you weren't meant to be on that side anyway. So in the regards of,
go ahead. Flip that though. So flip that. Put yourself in that scenario. She
How many
doesn't
times
make that
you
much
can't
money,
flip it
but
for
you make that money.
once or twice, man? It's just like you put yourself in that scenario either which way, it's still
No,
gonna
no,
come
no,
out
no.
the same
What he
way.
just said. We're talking about what he just said about as far as the money. So take that statistic out of it and put yourself. You're the one with the money.
Okay.
Okay.
What happens then? I mean, as far as what you just said, what she does, what
Okay,
happens
well, I
then?
mean, we all know through history that a man will marry a girl who works at Wendy's, but a woman won't. Hypergamy is meant for a woman to elevate her social status. We all know that. So for me, if I'm the one, with the money, my next thing is I got to make sure that my character is right. I need to make sure that I do have the intellectual capacity to lead another human being and children, because men, we focus on legacy. On top of that, I would try and pick a woman who I necessarily don't have to raise. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would prefer a woman who has a father who's already coming equipped with the basics. So that way I can elevate her even further, as opposed to me getting with the woman who does it. And all I can do is bring you to a base level because you just weren't equipped. You know what I'm saying? It's very hard to unlearn things. So if you come into the situation, whether I'm the guy and, maybe let's say my family is an aggressive family, we do a lot of yelling, we're doing a lot of screaming, that's going to be very hard for me to unlearn that and not pass that down to my kids. You see what I'm saying? So
women can't lead.
If I have the money.
Whoa, wait a minute.
No.
Don't curse on here like that. What's wrong with you?
I'm asking. What
are you asking for?
Listen, do you want me to go pull up Genesis chapter 3?
No, we're not. We're not even going to do that. No, we're not doing that.
So you're saying a woman cannot lead?
Bro,
I just use this. Let's hold on. Let me say this. Let's not use the conversation to create some nuance that doesn't work, never work, and it's not even part of purpose and design.
Yeah, it's not.
If you want your mama or your woman to lead the family, go ahead. Harriet Tubman her ass all the way to the front. But we know that there's going to come a pinnacle that she's going to say, hey, I need you big black dudes in the back to come up here and lift this heavy boulder, this rock, or go to war. We're not playing selective here, bro. Let's not give them ammunition that they don't have.
I mean, I would have to agree, because women have been in the lead of the black culture for a very long time, and look at how it's going.
Come on, man. You can go ahead.
When we were in the lead, Black Wall Street.
Sometimes they have to be. You gotta
No, they don't have to be. Bullshit.
Hold on, Carl. Hold on.
Sometimes
they put in a situation where the women did have to lead. That's
good situation, bro.
She had to what?
She had to what? A woman had to take the lead.
Yeah.
The reason why hold on, coach, don't even try it. I know what you're about to do. Please. The only reason why these women are so-called forced to lead is because they don't want to admit they didn't qualify for the man where they don't have to lead. Do you understand that? The women are becoming men that they can't get.
Okay, I see where you're going, right? But here's my thing, right?
You don't qualify. You don't qualify for the dude that has structure for your ass. So you're gonna compete by saying, "Oh, I can do this myself by myself." Go ahead.
Yeah, that's a good ass point. I'm going.
Hold on. I'm gonna jump in and I'm gonna go with my man.
I knew what you was about to do. I'm looking right through your
but
eyes.
listen though. But this is how I see it, right? Okay, yes. I'll say elevated men your age and under. I don't know your age. I'm saying you 40 and under, y'all might be underdeveloped emotionally. Listen, emotionally, yes, because guess what? Men weren't made to worry about the emotions of the families. Today, this is the way the feminist mindset has flipped the psyche of men to believe that they should think under the woman's emotion. No, my father worked every day. My grandfather's worked. They worried about the children's emotions to a certain extent. If they hurt themselves, you're okay.
Boy, get up.
But
dust that shit off. Get up.
But still, he checked to see if he was okay first. He didn't let you wallow in the injury. You wasn't broke. He looked at it. They grabbed it. They did their little examination of it, because black people were always smart when it came to physical and just natural things. So, okay, it ain't broken. What's wrong? It sting a little bit. Okay, clean it off, get on back at her on this
Walk it
field,
off.
and that built character. Even
I
with
love
the
when
young
it builds.
women, it was still a process. Now today, I can say the emotions are a little underdeveloped because dudes can't even take a woman saying no. But why she say no to me? She says, I got all this money. I got all this money. But
How do
what
we
I'm
do
saying
this?
is you see it on
Hold
I'm
up.
just going by the examples that I see, right? I'm just going by the examples. Yes. Women's and this is where women have sort of it's just seemed like yes, it's like their mentality is sort of flipped, right? Because everything is about I don't need you initially until they need you. I don't need you when I got some money. I don't need you. I got my money. I can
So
go spend it.
everything is against interdependency. But you made a point, and I know we're going to do a show about it. And hopefully, our producer and lady in charge can write it down. We have to have a discussion about men pick me's. There are
What does
men
that mean?
pick me's out here.
Yeah,
Oh,
I am.
what do you
I am.
mean? It's the same thing, vice versa.
I am though. Somebody pick my little no good ass. Somebody pick me. And
So,
yeah, I'm good. I'm
so,
happy.
hey, coach. What about this then? Well, Carl, how about this then? What
What
does
is it?
you keep? I hear this. You and Dapper keep using these two words, and it's purpose and design. Whose
Yes.
purpose? Whose purpose and design was it? Let's go back to our era before. Whose purpose design was it? Because I'm hearing a lot of things. It was the white man's purpose and purpose design, the father, this blah blah. I'm hearing a lot of contradicting things. So when we as black men use it that these women should stay in their place as purpose and design, whose purpose and design are we talking about?
Carl, you want to go or you want me to go?
When I talk about purpose and design, I go by what we was put on earth for, what we was built for, what our body was constructed for, what our minds was given was predicated for. All of this has to do with there's a reason why none of us up here can have children. We can't born the children. We could put the seed in a chick, but we can't carry full term. There's a reason why. Purpose and design is the woman carries the child, and our design and purpose is to give the seed. The
But that
internal
can that can
organs.
happen. That can happen at any given point. If that's your purpose and design, that can happen any way, shape, or form. It doesn't matter what else the other variables are around it, right?
Well, yes.
You want hold on, hold
So
on. You're
okay.
telling us that
All
as
right.
men we can get pregnant?
No,
That's
Is
what,
that
not
what
what
you're
he
Get
said.
saying?
out.
No,
no,
that's not
that's
what
Get
he
not what I'm
said.
out.
saying.
No,
Because
no.
men
All
are
right
out here
then.
No,
because
she
men are
always
out here
saying that
But
she
getting
that's
can't
not
get
what he
pregnant,
was
man.
asking, though.
men
Don't
are
let her
out here.
speak.
But
If
You
you're
jump
going by
up.
that
She
that, that
get
if
her
you're going by
girl
that
time.
rationale, men
No,
men are
she
out here getting
get on.
multiple shitbag women
Get
pregnant.
on. Stop.
So if that so if
well,
that so if that's the purpose and design, that's what I'm saying. If we are using these terminologies and we saying purpose and design, I want to know what if that's what you're saying. You got dollar store dudes that's getting kids. So is that the good purpose and design?
no,
Well,
because the
see. Oh, go
go
ahead,
for it.
Carl. Go ahead. Go ahead. Oh, well,
I'm
what I
just
was going
saying
to
that
tell him is,
I was just saying the purpose and design of man versus the purpose and design of a woman. The purpose and design of a woman is to be a partner. The
Okay.
purpose and design of a man is to learn contingency and leadership and structure. No one is teaching their daughter how to have structure and contingencies because we're trying to pass her off to the husband to lead and have that already in place. Otherwise, you're going to have females out here being more manly than the men. You can't teach women men stuff because they become the men that we don't want.
but see, and that's that. So to answer your question, right? Because what Carl is saying, it makes sense, but I'm going to use this angle. All right, I kind of work backwards. If we understand that the most wonderful thing that we can do as humans is create life, right? In order for that life to be sustained, it must be protected because nature can kill your child can unalive your child, right? Hunger can unalive your child. So the woman has an important job to raise the next generation, and the man has a responsibility to protect her and that child until that child can defend itself. So the reason that it's purpose and also design is because if you want to believe in science and you say that we multiplied from a single cell organism, well, then that means we duplicated ourselves and decided to make one side male and the other side female, because when we come together, now we're operating back as that whole. Two things never have the same role, because then the other role would be obsolete. It would be redundant. Nature is not redundant. However, if you want to take the angle from a biblical standpoint, the man was created to lead. The reason that women fail in leadership is not because they're not intelligent. It's because they were not given the mechanism or the capacity to do it. That is why they all fail at it to a degree. And if you do find a woman who is able to excel at leadership similar to a man, it's no different than the screwdriver. She is no longer a good woman, because where I'm going to lead you to, you think you're the boss. You think you're better than me. Why would you listen to someone that you think you're better than? The truth is, women want someone bigger, smarter, faster, stronger, and makes more money. They want someone superior to them.
Dap, I'm getting triggered because someone in the comments is really triggering me.
So I mean, that's cool. They always
Stephanie, there's a reason why when you're pregnant, you pull out your titty and breastfeed the child. I can't do that. That's not my purpose and design.
Yep.
And nor are you supposed to teach your daughter or son that when they have children, you being the man supposed to pull out your titty and breastfeed. There's a reason why you don't teach your son that, because that's not his purpose and design.
No, I mean it's facts, bro. Like when we just look at our bodies by itself, there's certain things we excel in and there's certain things they excel in. Now, we've seen what happened in history when the roles get flipped. We all know why Rome fell. It was because of feminism. That led to the male thing, that led to the male child thing, that led to the collapse. Like, it's history. We can study any nation that doesn't fall to military falls because of what they take control.
Let's get away from that, because listen, right now I don't believe that anyway. But let's move on. I'm just saying let's sort of just let's bring it on back.
There's people that don't believe in certain theories and all, and that's fine, because at the end of the day, all of our grandparents believed in the same theories that we're talking about right now. So good luck with that. Good luck with that.
And they had it down pat way better than us, and that's what
I get what you're saying.
We changed it, and it started to suck. So maybe we should go back to doing it the way we've been.
Well, you can't say that because going back to that worked for that worked in those days.
During that era, right? It wouldn't work today.
It won't work today. But my thing
what won't work today?
The way
what they did then would not work in 2025. Today. I know that for a fact.
Hold up. So based off what you just said, why it won't work, right? Who do you think that mostly caused the reason why it won't? Because of men or because of women?
Both.
Nah, tell the truth.
I'm being honest. Both.
Man. Come on,
I'm being honest.
So Carl, when you say both, right? When you say both, right? Okay, let's
because these guys stopped contributing or pick up the torch of what the men did before. In other words, these guys. You don't see guys running around saying, yo, I've been on my job for 20, 30 years. You don't see guys having contingencies. You don't see guys even walking around, even all the baby daddy that have life insurance. These guys, exactly. So these guys are already unqualified from the jump.
Hold on, Carl.
Because none of that existed back then. That cannot make sense, Carl. Sorry.
It did make sense.
Bro, life insurance has not been around but for less than 100 years, bro.
Oh my God.
But it ain't so. So Carl, when you say these guys, right? I think I'm a little older than you. Don't you think that we ushered in the baby mama, baby daddy generation?
No.
Gen X did? Okay.
No.
I mean, you could say you did, but
and I'm gonna say, and I could say that confidently because during that era, I remember guys having more than one family, but they took care of them. Okay. These guys are just making babies and moving on through the whole project like it ain't nothing.
Okay, but again, Carl, are those things learned behavior, or they just figure it out on their own?
Definitely not learned behavior. It's more like the lesson that wasn't learned between then and now, and I've said this too many times. Today's mindset don't believe in what back in the day, me growing up. Just because you can don't mean you should. That's the only rule that got tore up and shredded and disregarded by the new generation. Those guys under 40, they don't respect that rule. They don't know nothing about that rule. They wasn't taught that.
It's
Everybody
also,
under
it's also
40.
the proximity though, Carl. It's also the proximity. In back in that day though, you got to realize that the priorities of the black man and black woman was minimal. There were only it was minimal. There were only so many.
No. It
But I'm
was
saying,
restricted. It wasn't minimal. It was restricted.
However you want to use the word, it was
Big difference.
No, it was not.
It was restricted. It was restricted, but it wasn't minimal by a long shot. What it is that every black woman knew during the 60s and 70s what to do and what not to do when it came to black men. Today, these women don't give a fuck.
Which is what I was
There was
trying
more.
to, which is where
There was more unity there.
There's so many distractions. There's so many other things to do.
Now I'll say this: it was limited because the women who were elders, the 50s and unders, they held 20-something-year-olds accountable for the most part. Not all of them, because listen, we've always had single mothers since welfare was given to us. They took the single women and said, "Come here, 2 million more." The same 2 million more that we've been talking about, and they started having children on top of the children they already had, being in the single parent. So now we got a 2 million more women. It just continued to going and going, and now here we are.
It was less. It was less selfishness.
It was just to remove the black man out the home.
Yes, and the women stopped.
Whose purpose and design was it? That's why I asked that question. Whose purpose?
Design
was it?
Listen, it was the white man's design. That's what it is. Hold on.
I'm not blaming the white man.
Here's the thing. Hold up. No, we got to. It was the initial design of it. However, this modern time, they don't take advantage of the information. They don't take advantage of the opportunity. I'm talking young and old. Everybody think they can be a star on YouTube. You can't do that if you haven't even dealt with your own emotions. You ever did
crack?
No.
Right.
I saw what it did. Okay.
It was a choice and option. So even though it was a white man designed to flood us with it, we choose not to do that.
But Carl, stop it. Listen, Carl. Let me say this. Carl,
let's go back to it really. The projects.
Yes. How old was you, Carl, when dope really started running the streets? How old was you, about 16, 14? You probably ain't even got your first piece of coochie yet, Carl. When crack was running through the young teenagers. It was
Carl 40.
Shut the hell up. I lost my virginity at 9. I had my first threesome at 12. Shut up.
Something's wrong with you.
Statutory rape, bro.
You need help.
Not when they're the same age. We was the same age.
No, but what I'm saying,
I think this is where the term came into that question about the underdeveloped. You can switch that word out, make it differently. But I think we had a conversation, and moving forward to how should we fix it. I think because the only examples that we can literally give in this day and age is of the past. Why aren't we creating our own? Why aren't we elevating the movement?
But see, elevated. That's where you miss. That's the disconnect.
Let me finish.
We have an independent mindset today than before. Remember, listen, hold on, listen. Remember how selfishness creeped into the black household. Selfishness was women back then was having 10, 20 kids a clip. These women today, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's their whole lifetime.
I get that. What I'm saying is, as much as things have evolved since then, we can leave the history where it's at. We can know that's where we came from to where we're going.
You can never leave your history where it's at.
Everything has also evolved. Type of leadership that people need, the things that the family needs. How about I'm saying when that work and development and learning that?
Let me ask you something right now.
Never evolved.
If Malcolm X was still alive, if our leaders that were out there were still alive to this day.
Hold up, somebody's mic is popping. Everybody mute. I think it's you, Dap.
Yeah, it's right there.
1 2 1 2.
I actually muted first, so I knew it wasn't me. You see, I'm good.
It went away when you muted.
Yeah.
Oh, real talk. I muted first. Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Is it still doing it?
No, you good now.
Crazy.
Let me get you, Lee.
I don't know.
Come on, Lee. Yes, everybody smash the like button and subscribe.
Call it you.
Oh, it's me? This time? That's the first.
No, it's not. It's not McCall. It's Lee.
These are brand new, damn it. I just got these today.
I was ready to crucify me.
Yeah, man. I just got these motherfuckers today. Come on, man.
I think
that new off the cruise.
Listen, I think this question has to be reversed. I think this question has to be reversed because younger men are becoming more independent of women. They're not thinking women first, but they also understand the game that women are playing. They're understanding this. They're understanding that that the women are playing games because they're making it more transactional. How much money do you have at 18, 19, 25, 35? Rather than do you have good character? And the women, they haven't evolved since the movie Baps.
Damn, that's dangerous then if that's the case. Because
but look at the movie Baps. The movie Baps. Y'all remember that movie, Carl?
Yeah.
When it was a spoof to make fun of black women on how they dressed and how they acted. What's the difference between then and now? It's gotten worse.
It's really none.
Well, it's gotten worse. They had on shorts, but they ain't show booty cheek shorts. They wasn't.
But the point that you just made about guys saying, "The heck with the chicks. Let me stick to my money and my business. Chicks will come later." That's dangerous in a way.
It is.
It's dangerous for the women, not the men, because the men don't now have. Brothers are not. They now are not focusing just on sisters alone. Brothers are starting to understand that
it's
dangerous for the black women, though. They don't see that. It's dangerous for them because they think they can run to any other race and ain't no other race coming to save them. A brother want a sister first. We want a sister first. From time we 16, 17, we see that sister Quisha running around. That's like, man, I like her.
86% marriage.
But she's listening to the bad advice, talking about, girl, go have your fun. Don't settle down with him. He's boring. He's boring, girl.
Women messed up when they started taking advice from 304.
I'm hearing you. I'm talking to people. I'm still hearing you. I was muted the entire time they were talking.
No, it's you.
No, I'm definitely hearing you. You're breaking up like popping.
I was muted the entire time. And I was still hearing it from y'all. So it can't be. If I was still hearing it, it can't be me if I was muted.
Yeah, it's still you because I just muted my
mic.
Log
back off. Log off, log back on.
Yeah, I need you, Lee. Come on now.
Yeah, because I did want to answer one of his questions because when he was saying why we don't do it, the honest answer is we've tried. We've built Black Wall Street twice. They just bombed it. There's a standing order for guys in the music industry and entertainers. They cannot put their money into certain communities. It's why you have so many rich black people, but yet the black community is not able to prosper because there are things in place. Like at the end of the day, I forgot what the law was, but we remember what it was like. Well, let me not say we. Y'all remember, old heads, what it was like when you was trying to get into a certain house.
Yo, watch your damn mouth, boy.
You feel me? It's okay, brother. It's okay. You feel me? I'm coming. I'm right behind y'all. They calling me old now. I made a joke about Fresh Prince and they didn't know what I was talking about. I said Michael Jackson. They said who, the old guy? I almost died. These kids are telling me I'm born in the 1900s. They disrespectful. But anyway, I remember what it was like watching people try to buy houses and they would not be able to get the loan, but then somebody else would be able to get the house. It's still like that today. Just the other day, I think it was in 2021, they did a report. This happened to my sister. She was trying to appraise the house. She got a low number. She saw something that they was doing that to colored folk. So she got somebody else and she really put up white pictures in the house. They're still there to today. And they offered her over $180,000 more for the exact same house. So we can't pretend. And that's why I said, don't say the white man, say America. White people are not racist, but America is. It's just that simple. You see what I'm saying? And that's why I understand that they were so afraid of us that they made a plan to break us down, remove the black man from the family, make the black woman struggle, cause her to hate the only person that can save her. The Asians ain't gonna come in and save y'all. The Spanish ain't gonna come in and save y'all. The only one that's coming to save you is us. But what happens if you hate your savior? You crucify them. Have black men not been crucified by our black women? You feel me? And at the end of the day, it's not all black women. Certain black women, they learn and they understand. But like Coach said, all that's going to happen is the brothers are going to focus on their money. We are the most desired out of any race. There's not a race in the world who don't prefer us.
I just think
everybody want the black man. You see what I'm saying?
I think it's too much. And I'm not saying think. I strongly see that the good girl turns bad. Because the good girl can turn bad because she got contaminated by a dollar store dude. And I can see a good guy get contaminated or frustrated because some chick that he thought was the one winds up, being a 304. So either way, I'm trying to think as listening to y'all, it's like we're destroying ourselves and we're contaminating the same people that believe in marriages and longevity and all that. It's like they're intentionally going out there, slowly contaminating. Look, let's put it this way. You got a nice house, and because somebody out there don't like that you're living good, they're going to set your house on fire. Shit like that. We see it in relationship. A chick sees you in a good relationship, she's going to throw a monkey wrench somehow to get y'all to argue and break up.
Misery love company.
And that's how I see it. We're contaminating ourselves.
No, it's true. And one of the things that I hate to see so much are those whatever race of people that say, well, you can't say that you're being held down because there are black millionaires and black billionaires. And what they don't understand is those people are strategically put in place to give you that optical illusion, right? Let's take a look at my boy, Dr. Umar. He still ain't built that school.
Listen, we're not mentioning.
He always pushing woman first. We're not doing that. I know we're not doing it. We don't listen to him because we real ones. But again, they put him there for a reason. I didn't dive into this. But
he put himself there.
They're even talking about right now that Harriet Tubman, just like Martin Luther King, spy. They released the documents. I don't care how you feel about it. It's documented, dated from way back.
Hold on. Time out, bro. You said she was a spy.
She was a spy.
Of course, she had to. Hold on.
No. I'm gonna clarify. She was never who they said she was, ever.
Okay.
Ever.
Okay.
All of that made up BS.
Hold on, time out, brother. So let's you said that you now identify her as possibly being on two sides. One, she freed slaves. Two, she was a spy. So
no, she never freed no slaves. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Story is fabricated.
Hold on. Again, it could be fabricated. Yes. And they also change history and write that shit and present it however they want to do it too. Ain't nothing. Don't. If they want to make it look old, they put it in a humidifier and dry all the papers up. Listen, I don't believe a lot of that. Yeah, it could be true. It probably ain't true. However, throughout the message of African Americans, big nose, big lips, the women have always been presented in front of us.
I know, and that's what my point was. The whole Harriet Tubman thing is crazy because Nat Turner. That happened, but they don't teach that dude. Why?
Why would they teach it?
They did it exactly. They're not.
But why would they teach it?
Who? Nat
Turner?
For
now, but why would they teach it to young brothers that look like him to empower him?
I'm aware. And this is why I'm saying I agree with you, and that's why I brought up. They've been in control of our education and our history forever. So at the end of the day, I'm not the type of person that's going to say we can't make it. But you have to understand it's much harder for us to make it. And our black women used to know that, and we used to be together in that, and they used to support us, knowing it was harder on us. We don't have that anymore.
Okay, I got a question for you, gentlemen. Then, if that's the case, and I've been asked this multiple times, and knowing me, I couldn't even fathom that the answer to give to that person. When we talk about history, we talk about all these African American male and females. You know, we in our eyes, they were brought up in our eyes to be great people, no matter who they are. But we know that back then in history, they were fighting for something. What are we fighting for today?
Not a damn thing. Well, no, we are fighting. No, we are fighting. We are fighting today.
Yeah. So because
individually, not in a consensus way. When you talk about, let's say, the police brutality, we can all get together and do the George Floyd thing, and then not too long after, back to regular programming.
Yeah.
We're individually fighting with ourselves. We're fighting for our next bag of weed, our next drink. Some dudes is fighting to get laid this month. So it's about what is important versus what is not.
That goes back to what I just said, priorities.
Yeah.
I would agree.
But the fight continues, though. It's just
who
a
would
matter
you
of
say
what
is on the
fight you want
forefront
to
of that
fight.
fight? Because it ain't Dr. Umar.
Well, with
Like,
that being said,
who was our leader?
but that's what I was about to say. With that being said, then hey Evo, where them clips at, man? Because we don't got coach for that long. We need his comment on one of them.
And we don't have no leaders today. That's the remarkable thing. We haven't had a leader of any sort since back then. Because we feel today we don't need one. Look at it. Women ain't listening to no black man now. How the fuck we gonna put a leader out there? Like, come on. Y'all saw what happened. They put
We
Kevin
got a
Sanders
leader,
out there. What leader?
Obama.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Evo, what them clips at, Evo?
Don't do that.
Obama.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Obama didn't even want that shit. He was like, "Listen, I'm just here."
If we going to say Kevin Samuels, he could have turned out to be something, but
yeah,
they could have just backed up. They didn't
Obama,
like
he played this. He played this good. What's it? What you got over here, elevator? Let's hear this.
Yeah, let's real quick, man. Before y'all get started, before y'all get started, I'm gonna say my last words, man. Then y'all can rock out, man. Listen, man, it's a great show, man. You know, the time moves fast, man. We having some serious conversation. Y'all hit the like button. Definitely comment. We are not afraid of no comments. Salute to everybody that joined, man. Everybody from my channel, man. Everybody from everybody else's channel, man. Listen, man.
bring your
And
friends.
it is a great area right now, but y'all gonna have to figure out a way to talk it to each other, communicate with each other. Stop pointing fingers because y'all all came from a bag of garbage. It's just that the only way you can get out of it, you gotta continue to work, man. Salute to y'all, man. I'm gonna listen in, man. Then I'm out of here, man. Salute, man.
Yeah, it's fun. Hey, coach, before you roll, man, it's funny because you know what? Somebody told me that we, as men, we have the audacity to argue with these women. And the first 6 weeks of the pregnancy, we were all women.
Yeah.
It's funny. And somebody made that joke to me the other day. I don't know how y'all feel about that. The same person y'all cussing, y'all was one of them, some way, shape, or form in life.
Can't live with them, can't live without them.
That's old school. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. Can't live with them, without. So they better stop being transactional because brothers, they getting their bags up, ladies, and they'll spend $40-$60 on y'all. So
that's it.
You say 40-60.
Hey, are they worth more the way they presenting it to y'all? Or do they get 40 or 60? So Uber Eats, that's what they get. Some Uber Eats.
I'm worth more than $40-$60.
Go ahead, Evo. Hit that play button.
I already seen this video. This video got me mad.
Real, man. You can't expect your girl to be submissive if you ain't really doing nothing for her, if you ain't really take her out of survival mode. Because as a man in a relationship, you got to lead and set the tone, man. You got to book the trip. You got to figure the shit out. You got to tell her don't worry about it. Because if she used to doing everything on her own and you come around, you got to make her feel like she in a safe place for her to be submissive because she used to doing everything by herself. And then a lot of girls want to be submissive, but it's hard to rely on a nigga to come through when niggas be disappointed and shit. You feel me? Just like I said in my other post, you can't really do nothing for her. You can't help her when she need it. You ain't got no money when she need it. You ain't make her feel special. You can't, help her fix shit or figure shit out. You can't really expect her to be submissive, bro. Because you got to make your girl life easier for her to be submissive. You feel me? You can't just fuck and then be like, oh, you supposed to listen to everything I tell you. Like, nah, you feel me? And everything ain't got to deal with money. Sometimes she could do it herself, but if you do it, it just make her life easier. You feel? Sometimes you gotta let her know, like, you ain't even gotta worry about certain shit when I'm around. Sometimes you gotta listen to her and don't gaslight her, and sometimes you gotta apologize when you're wrong. Y'all gotta communicate. But sometimes she don't know how to do that. Sometimes you gotta teach her. You feel me? Like a nigga gotta lead for your girl to follow, and that's how they become submissive, man. Can't just fuck her and be like, oh, do what I tell you, man. That shit ain't gonna last.
If you don't get this country
You
ass,
gotta make sure you're secure, my nigga. Hey. And niggas that be always talking that shit in the comments, bro. Look, I'm giving y'all niggas free game, man. Y'all niggas just corns, man, for real. I ain't gonna hold you up, man. You can't.
Oh my God! So, just
it's
D, do you want to tackle this nonsense first?
pretty, man. Listen, yo. First of all, when it's dudes like that talking and can't even get their vocabulary right and vernacular straight, I don't even listen to them. So it's like he's sitting there talking all this stuff. So we got to do this, we got to do that. It's simple. It's women are just as simple as we are. You just gotta pick the right one and know how to come at it. It's not even a fault or to try to. Oh, you gotta have money. You ain't gotta have money. I've been broke and had a great relationship.
Yep, and that's why, like, it's two things. So I don't mind a man out here, trying to give advice, saying, a man has to be da 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 da. But here's the truth, right? Here's the truth. Jesus walked on the earth, best leader we ever had. People still didn't follow him. If that don't prove that just because you're a good leader doesn't mean somebody's gonna follow you, like they need to put that to rest. The second thing is if you are a woman, it means you are a woman in its totality. You should not need any other entity outside of yourself to be a woman. Just like I don't need any entity outside of myself to be a man. You feel me? So the fact that you think that I have to be a certain way for you to be a certain way means that you're not a certain way. You're not her. You're not wifey material, bro. I'm sorry. You don't got it. The problem that we're having is too many men trying to make 304s into housewives. She was never a wife to begin with, bro. Like what Just D said, you don't have to do these things in order to have a successful relationship. And the problem is he's talking about a relationship as if the only thing that matters is the woman's happiness. What are we talking about here?
So I think we're misunderstanding the point. The overall concept of what he's saying. Taking from what he's saying, what I would give him a negative for in his comment structure is thinking that one size shoe fits all. That perception of what he keeps saying, men need to do this for women. First of all, you're going to do specific things for a specific woman that you're courting, and then there's levels to how you do those things. Not every woman gets the same type of treatment, because like Dappa just said, she wasn't born to be your wife, but she could be somebody else's wife. That's at some point in time. So that may be how he does his thing in his circle. You get what I'm saying to you? But now if we now take that up a notch, we know we're not going to do that for every woman. Not because we like it, don't mean so when we start treating them as or start looking at her as to become a wife, then she starts getting the wifely treatment. She'll get the basic line of respect as a woman. We're dating, we're girlfriend and boyfriend, and then we start having those conversations, then things start escalating. But what he's saying, depending on his structure, where he's at, or again, I like to use this word, the caliber of woman he's talking to. Come on now, one size shoes don't fit all, and you're not going to court every woman to be your wife.
I mean that's fair, and that's why I'm saying what he's saying is I don't have anything against the young man, but again, it doesn't make sense in any capacity. Your grandfather didn't do that for your grandmother. Your father didn't do that for your mother. And 9 times out, well, I can't even say 9 times out of 10, but chances are they were still together. But now what's happening is the only thing that women are looking to men for is money. They need so much more than that. They need so much more than just money, just like a child. They need so much more than just money. In fact, they actually need the other things more than they need the money. But we took the lesser thing and made it. Exactly.
So, what you're saying that? My bad if you want to finish. Let us finish before, because I was want to pick.
No, I mean you got my point. So no, what's understood.
So look at it like this. If I wanted to ask you guys a question, and I'm 45, and Justin, you about the same age, right?
Say again.
You're about 45 or younger, right? Same age. 47. Yeah, 47. All right. So we all three of us here are under 50. So we look at 50 years of African American relationships, right? When we constituted or figured out the word love, and we told our first girlfriend that we loved them, who did you look at to figure out what love looked like? It wasn't. I can guarantee you, it was not a relationship in that day and frame. It was always something from the historical past, right?
And nobody.
That's the only thing you can reference it. I mean, it's really going to be your family or what you saw on TV. You know what I'm saying?
My point is, show me in today's day and age, based off how he was just speaking, where do you think he got that mindset from? What type of relationships is he looking at? Who's teaching him that?
Yeah, he got it from a stripper, guaranteed.
and
he started dating an older stripper, and she put him on game. Because that's who these women are learning from, and they don't even realize it. It's still tricking, even if you got it, bro. You're paying for it. Like, you're paying for it.
They're referencing today's, what they call a successful relationship, that we wouldn't even call a relationship in
any capacity. Yeah, that would never, yeah, exactly. And it's like I was telling him, I was like, look, you only got 3 positions that you could be in. You could be a worker, you know what I'm saying? A 304 prostitute. You could be a concubine, which is a modern day girlfriend, or you can be a wife. You don't have any other designation. You only got 3 places. So if you ain't a wife, you're not his girlfriend.
That's true.
Okay, cool.
But
they don't want to. You feel me? They don't shame it anymore. Shame is gone, and because there's no shame in it anymore, why not do it? And then on the male side of things, like, we want love, we want the family, but we're told we're nothing without this guap. So we work hard, we better ourselves, we get this guap. But then when we try to actually date the woman, we realize that there's no substance. There's nothing to these girls. So to Super Gang's point, it's like, bro, you might as well just get yourself 7 304s, one do this, one do that, and you good, as opposed to trying to sit here and have, you feel me, a wife, and then she take 50% of what you worked your entire life for before you even met her. That's crazy.
When does that become accountability for us, though? Because what about, I can look at you and say, well, Dapper, pick better then.
Yeah, we can always say pick better, just like we tell the ladies to pick better. But we know the truth. We know the truth. There are far more good men and men who qualify to be husbands than there are women to be wives. We know it. Men have always been taught the same thing: provide, protect. Don't hit a woman. Take care of a woman. Our role has never changed in the history of mankind.
It has evolved.
There's the only role that has changed.
No, it has evolved, though.
But it never changed.
Evolve is changing, though. That's what
No. Because here's the thing: when something evolves, it's getting better at what it was already good at. A cheetah evolves to run faster. So a men's position has never changed. We've only gotten better. We've only been asked to do more and more and more and more.
That is evolving.
Our role. Okay, fair enough. I see what you're saying. When you say evolve, I see what you're saying.
I'm like,
I understand the context and how you're using the word.
You're kind of saying what I'm saying. Like,
you got me.
That's what I'm trying to say.
As soon as I realized, I'm like, you saying the same shit he said, right? He's saying the same thing. You're saying the same thing. Yeah. But yes, our plate, more and more stuff keeps getting added to our plate, especially as black men, and their plate is getting lighter and lighter and lighter. I don't cook. I don't clean. Let me tell you how I got this ring. Now all you got to do is give good head and you're a wife. You hear guys talk about it. Hey, man, that throat was so good, I'm going to marry her. Oh, that pom-pom was so good, I'm going to marry her. You've just been reduced to something you can't control. That's not the game you want to play.
That's when I move on though. That's what she's been reduced to. That's when I move on.
That's just recently because I ain't never.
It is
That's
recent.
when I move on. That's when I exit stage right. I ain't got time for it. I ain't gonna argue.
That's why we single, bro.
Yo, listen.
Because we know what we are and we know what we want, and we would rather die on our sword than be played for a fool. You know
Where did Evo go with the clip?
I don't even know. Evo, run that clip.
Not the one in the extension either.
You feel me? She probably changed her mind. But nah, the YouTube, I need to learn. Yeah, we want to talk because that's the perfect way to do things. But
see, that's one thing. That's one thing that never messed me up. I always had what I put it, dick discipline.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I can never. You can't tease me. Oh, I'll give you the best head, or you got some good. All right, whatever. It's like I'm not measuring you on that. It's how you treat me and how you treat the people around me.
Bro, I'm in that era where we in the mood and we in the bed about to do it, and you say something that pissed me off. I'm like, I'm good.
You wait till something piss you off. Nah,
I'm in that era in my mind. Like it's not.
I never wait till something piss me off. If I'm pissed off, ain't nothing happening.
Like
I'm gonna keep thinking about it.
Evo, the clip, please, ma'am. Or should we go on to the next question?
I didn't mean to do that. That's me. Oh, it's too to the side. You need steering. I'm hard for fucking wrong.
All right. Well, until she brings up the clip, the next question. How about
you get your clips?
There she go. There she go. All right.
Oh hell no! Here we go.
Don't you open up two knees for him. So you should show commitment before you get access to this mother of civilization and this queen. And that if women would say no, I guarantee you there'd be a whole lot more holy matrimony and covenant connections and sacred unions going on. Sisters, I promise you, if you really knew your value, you would stop giving men discounts. If you really knew your value, you come off that clearance rack and get back behind the glass where the real valuable stuff is at. You know, when you go to a store, the clearance rack got stuff. You got a large hanger with a medium shirt and pants don't fit this outfit and stepped on stuff a few times. But whenever you behind the glass, we was getting my wife's ring service, and there was a sign on there that said, we are only allowed to show you one of these in this glass at a time. And I asked him, I said, why is that? He said, because of how valuable they are, we don't want to take the risk of being distracted and somebody being able to have two or three and they take one and we don't realize that it happened. That's the same way that our women have to be. Just like the valuable ring or bracelet could only be looked at one item at a time, you should have in your mind as a woman that, look, if I'm the only one you looking at and considering right now. And if I'm not, then I'm gonna have to move on. If he's not willing to get down on one knee for you, don't you open up two knees for him.
Dapper, you cussed him out yet? Can't hear you, Dapper.
Honestly, bro, I'm cool with that because here's what I've always understood. Women have always and will always control access to sex, and men will always control access to relationships. The reason they used to get married so quickly before is because you wasn't going to get it unless you got married. But here's the thing. I wasn't going to choose to marry you if you wasn't sugar honey, if you ain't sugar honey. You knew how to cook, you know how to clean, you know how to be a lady, you were exclusive. But they're not teaching home ec in school no more. They're not teaching you sewing, cooking, baking, how to tend a wound. They're not teaching you this stuff no more. So at the end of the day, I have to be now, just to be your boyfriend, I have to be the top tier husband. I gotta be a king just to qualify to be your girlfriend. You are out of, or your boyfriend, you are out of your mind. You're out of your mind. Who the hell is gonna want to invest that much into themselves to get that little of a product? So because women understand that, they have no choice but to offer up the kitty so easy because they have nothing else to offer. That is all you have. You can't even hold a conversation. But you want me to be Andrew Tate, Denzel Washington, just to get your number? Think about it, bro. Shorty, what's your name? You got Cash App, you got Zelle? What are we talking about? For your name? I ain't gonna eat at Cheesecake Factory. You mean the same restaurant last year y'all voted the #1 place to go? Y'all are inconsistent. You don't know what you want. You don't have a father at home. I know it for sure. But again, that's not your fault. So while it is your fault, I do not blame you, because it's harder for a woman to see what's going on and to change than it is for a man to see what's going on. It's way harder on a woman. Way harder on a woman. You feel me? And it has to be done.
I get you. What's the longest you ever waited for sex when dating a woman?
I think a year and a half.
And why did you wait?
Honestly, because back then, I was the type of guy I only wanted to be with one woman. You know what I'm saying? I didn't lose my virginity until I was an adult. You feel me? So a lot of my friends used to think I was lying when I said I was a virgin because they saw how I was with the ladies. And I was like, nah, bro, I promise you, they wouldn't believe me. They just wouldn't believe me. So I waited a while for her, and I think it's mainly because, you know, I did fear my parents. I really thought my mother would kill me. She found out that I had sex. And it really didn't happen until I left my parents' house. If I was still in my parents' house, oh yeah, it probably would never happen. But I left my parents' house. You feel me? And I was able to, you know, find some room, and we talked about it. You know, we started with a little talk. And then eventually I was like, you know, I want you for real. But she lived too far away. I was young. I didn't really have bread like that. I was like, just got out of high school, and I stayed in PSL. She stayed in Orlando. So if she wasn't that far, it probably wouldn't have happened. But because she was that far, I gotta leave with something. You feel me? I don't know the next time I'm gonna see you. I gotta leave with something. You feel me? And that's kind of how that went.
So it goes to my next question then. With that being said, why is it that we only look at women for sex? Why is it that that's the first thing that comes to mind, or that's the ultimate prize ever? Or it might be the fact that we're not measuring up to open her legs any other way, to stimulate her any other way to get the sex.
What do you mean stimulate her any other way?
What do you mean?
Like emotionally, she's psychosexual, mentally, intellectually. The reason why I ask because things like that take time, and that's why I asked you what was the longest you waited, because then you have that, like we use the term investment. You've invested in during that time, you're going to do the things that he's talking about. You're going to
know what year it is?
No, he's right. He's right because
no, he ain't right. Stop
no,
it, Dad.
No.
What year is it?
For me personally, he is right because I remember my last one of my previous relationships, she was a virgin, so I waited because I wanted to take that serious. You don't really find many 25-year-old virgins. You feel me? And on top of that, she was in position to give it up, but she told me she wanted me to have it. Now I've had quite a few women tell me they want me to be there first, but this one I really liked. And to be honest, I did all those things. I drove the hours to go see her, and no, I wasn't going to smash. I took her out. You feel me? I saw that she got a Pandora. I filled her Pandora up. We went on trips. You feel me? We went to Jamaica. You see what I'm saying? So, but once again, I'm gonna tell you something. When I got there, my slippers was at the front door. When I woke up in the morning, breakfast was halfway cooked. When I came at night, dinner was almost ready. You see what I'm saying? She deserved it.
Those things happen.
Yes, she deserved it, 100%. So I don't mind doing that stuff. I don't see it as simping because the price met the product. You see what I'm saying?
Why didn't you marry her?
I was supposed to. I actually was supposed to. We
you had your time.
Why is she not in this situation now?
Okay, the reason that she's not in a situation now is because, unfortunately, I was her first relationship. On top of that, she was a very independent girl. She moved out of her mama's house at 18. So what I used to tell her was she would do things that she didn't really understand wasn't okay. And I would try to explain it to her, but we know how that goes. You got to learn. Now,
So who
I can
fucked
pull
it
my
up?
phone
Who
up.
fucked it
She
up?
want to come back. She want to come back.
So you guys
I ain't
You
asked you
feel me?
that. Who fucked it up?
If I'm telling you she wants to come back, obviously it wasn't me. Anything I did wasn't enough for her to want to leave, so it couldn't have been me because she wants to come back. I'm the one right now saying, I don't think I can
Why
handle this
would you
anymore.
want to come back if y'all was still together?
So, okay, hold on. So what I'm trying to explain to you, sir, is it's her fault why the relationship ended. I ended the relationship. Does that make sense? And men don't leave
How is it
relationships.
her fault?
You know how hard it was for me to walk away from that?
Hold on,
Here's the $1 million question. Here's the $1 million question.
Wait a minute. You ended
Here's the
it,
$1
but
million
it's her
question.
fault?
You ended it, but it's her fault. But you wouldn't have fixed it.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to give you guys a quick little blurb. I used to be married. Okay, married to a beautiful Filipino girl, drop dead gorgeous, literally a model.
So
right?
you cheated?
No, I didn't cheat. Right? The problem was this. I got to the point in my relationship where I realized that I was not the man in the relationship because the first time I told her no, we argued all the way home for 45 minutes. And I'm like, why the hell are we arguing about something so simple as driving home? And I realized I never told this woman no. So
You're
I wasn't being
around the world. You're taking us around the world.
I'm showing you something. I'm showing you something.
Wait.
I'm showing you something.
You never told her no, but when you told her no, she had a problem with it.
Yeah, it's my first time telling her no. We had an argument for 45 minutes.
And you kept feeding that energy for the 45-minute argument.
Hell no. I stopped. I had an out-of-body experience. Like, yo, what is really going on, bro? Like, why are you still talking about this? I was quiet.
You know what? I'm getting tired of hearing this one because you're going around the block instead of just saying, listen, I fucked up.
No, what I'm trying to show you is this. I have the records. I have the receipts. I went to marriage counseling. I sat down with the counselors. I still got my workbook that showed I checked off every freaking box.
I ain't talking about the Philippines. But listen, I'm not talking about the Philippines. I'm talking about the version.
Carl, I understand that. What I'm trying to show you is the reason why it's her fault and I walked away is because I realized even though I could be the perfect man, she has to choose to be my wife. She has to choose to do things my way. She has to choose to trust me and allow me to lead. She has free will. On top of that, she had no incentive to change because I kept being a better man. I made more money. I took her on dates. I made sure she came twice before I got off. I did what I was supposed to do.
Help this
and
brother.
she
Help this brother. Please stop.
Stop. It ain't no stop, Carl. No, it ain't.
Well, these accolades is giving me a headache because the thing is this. You fucked up. That's the bottom line. You fucked up.
You still have to come to terms no matter what is happening. You fucked up.
Where?
You know you fucked up. And I wish you would have just eliminated all the letters and words and just say, I fucked up.
You may have crossed all your T's and dotted all your I's on your end. But for her, you fucked up.
You
didn't have no interdependency skills.
No, he's saying for her.
Does that make sense? I had my own apartment when I got married.
I get what Justin's saying.
Accolades don't mean shit if you're not interdependent. You wasn't getting along. You was trying to basically buy your way in. Accolades don't mean shit.
I'm gonna say like this. You hold your standard on how to do marriages by the Bible. Also remember the Bible was written by men.
No, it wasn't. It was written. The Bible is written by men, inspired by God. So we're not going
God
to pretend.
help you.
If the Bible is what the Bible is, we can't pretend like, men was just sitting down and making stuff up. We can't.
Yes, they did. If they had copyright infringement and trademark infringement back then, yes, he would have got his. Because there's no way in the world you're going to come with a King James version when there was multiple Bibles made before him.
Which it goes to the next statement because I forgot his name, but he said this on one of the shows, and I use it a lot, and I love it. women submit to the process if men submit to God.
That's a lie.
You don't believe that?
Here's my thing, right? Here's what my marriage taught me. Because once again, I did the counselors. I was right there at Christ Fellowship.
You want her to submit to you. You want her to submit to you.
No. I didn't even say that. First of all, that is my right as her man. The only reason that I provide and protect for a woman is because she submits to me. There's a reason she got my provision. She didn't get my provision just because she was a female.
Yeah, but that's what I said.
Hold up.
No, because you're putting your pedestal up like you're equal to God. I don't see that.
We're not doing this.
Well, you fucked up. You fucked up. No, you fucked up anyway because you talking about provisions. These women got provisions too, so you kind of fucked up in that.
No, that's my job as a man. It doesn't matter what they have. It's still my job as a man.
That's what I was getting at.
Them provisions don't mean shit. They got the same.
Let me pull this up.
They got the same provisions that most men got as bare minimum. So you can't reach with that no more. I'm talking about interdependency.
These women now got contingency plans on top of contingency plans.
Just D. Or is
so hold on. So let me get this straight. So let me get this straight.
If she got 5 different dicks, there's a contingency right there.
And also, let me say it like this: a wife is also. I'm gonna say it like this: any relationship I was in, I compared my lady to Batman. And I always looked at it like this: she got a plan just in case some shit happen. I already know it. But then if we're together and we doing good, I know if I fall off, she got me. Ain't about me providing nothing like that. I know I don't have to say a word. She gonna be like, all right, well, we're gonna do this for right now until you get back on your feet and do like this.
And you said it earlier, Dapper. Hold on. Dapper, you said it earlier, and I'm not trying to contradict, but this is very much hard for me to process. The government have supported some of these women. Okay. And you see them going all out for the government? No.
What are you talking about? What?
They're not
they are faithful. Going all out for the government.
No, they're not. They're not faithful to the government.
Yes, they are faithful.
They're not submitting to the government.
Yes, they are submitted to the government. Do you know how many workers they provide to jail cells? You understand that 80? Do you understand that 86% of the people in jail come from single mother households? What are you talking about?
You know how many chicks I know that took their food stamps and made businesses with that money?
I know people that do that. What does that have to do with the fact that they
still
got
people that just sit there and you talking about they're submitted to the government? No, we as black people all together, we were born to survive.
You don't think that the black women submit to the government when the government say in order for you to get this Section 8 house,
it takes more than listen. I'm gonna say. Listen, hold on.
What are we doing?
It's gonna take more than. Listen, let's be real. It's gonna take more than money and a big dick to keep a woman's attention in 2025.
Who told you that?
Who told you that? So
that's about all it takes in 2025. That's literally all it takes. What are you talking about, Carl?
Not no quality woman.
It goes back to that point though. This is where we try to figure out these women have standards too, and like what Carl and Just D saying. Maybe you want her just to submit to you, but you are not who she thought you were as a husband. Maybe that's not what she wants to submit to.
See, and this is what I'm talking about.
If you are that dude, you don't have to tell a woman to submit. She wants to submit when you're that dude.
Hold on. Watch what it says, right? It says God gave you that job, nigga.
Bruh.
Ephesians. Hold up. Let's read it, right? Ephesians. Submit to one another out of reverence for Christ. Wives, submit yourself to your own husband as you do the Lord.
Bruh.
Submit. Hold up. I'm gonna read that again. Wives, submit to your own husbands as you do to the Lord.
Okay,
for the husband is the head of the wife, as Christ is the head of the church, his body, which he is the Savior.
You know the part that you don't read?
Hold up, let's finish it.
You don't read.
No part that I don't read.
I know the part that you don't read. The part that you guys don't read is the part of how you are prepared, not just finance, not just muscles, not what you think. Listen, because you keep talking about bare minimum.
You got to get to that.
There's a whole lot more.
You have to get what you just read is something that you have to get to.
Let me explain something to you, bro. Once the woman decides to be your wife, all that shit's out the fucking window. If
I
you
have
weren't
never
able
told
to
a
have
woman
it,
to
she would have
submit.
never said yes.
Which is why I'm
Period.
asking you. But hold on,
Period,
brother.
Carl. So
That's what.
stop that. Stop
I've
that.
never told a
You
woman to
just proved
submit
what
to
I
me.
just said. You
I never told a
actually
woman to
highlighted
submit
what
to
I
me
said.
either.
I said the woman submits to the process, the man submits to God. You're reading the Bible. The process is how you get there. That's
Where
what I'm
did you
saying.
get process from? Wives submit to your own husband as you do
How
to the
do you
Lord.
become
But
her
bro,
husband,
you
Dabo?
reading
That's
from
the
a
process.
man
You're
written
not listening to me.
Bible.
Listen, what I'm saying to you. The process of becoming her husband is
Life
what
don't
makes her
work that way,
submit.
bro.
That's what
It
I'm trying to
don't.
say. That process right there. You know how you're dating, you're courting, you're doing all. That's the process, bro. So the process of you becoming her husband is what she's submitting to. That's when it started. That's what I'm saying. When did she realize that you are not husband material to her anymore? That's that's what I'm trying.
So again,
That's what I'm
right?
asking.
Because
So
you're
again,
reading it like it's absolute, and it's
That
it,
not.
it's
it,
not.
it,
You're
it, it,
ignoring the process of how
Bro,
to
that
get
is not
there.
absolute, bro.
so
I
Carl,
learned that.
can
I
you
learned
can you
that.
can you
I
can
learned that
you
in
refer
seminary
to me?
school. All that stuff is not absolute, bro. Life
You
is
learned that in what school?
changing.
In what school?
Seminary school.
Oh, you mean the school that's owned by the Jews, the same people that took your heritage from you? You mean
Wrong.
that seminary school?
Wrong. Because
That seminary school?
I studied many
Theological
theological
first of
classes.
all, let's
all
start
of
on
it.
So what you're
the
telling me is
theological
this, right?
seminary school.
Hold
Number
on.
one
Watch this.
is the study of different religions. It's not no
Exactly.
one
One
Jewish or
religion.
whatever. It's studying
And yet
different,
the Bible
and I can
says,
tell you
I am
that.
Elohi, your God, and I am one God. There is no other
But
God.
the
But
Quran,
why
It's
do
the
you keep
fact.
referring to? But wait a minute. Hold on,
you can
Just.
have as many
Why do
women
you
as you want, as many wives as you want.
Okay, what's wrong with that?
as many
In
as you
certain
can
Mormon
afford?
religions, you can have as many wives as you want,
Okay.
As you can afford.
as you can afford or take care of.
Okay, and
Right.
again, is there
And
something
then
wrong
let's
with
see.
that?
Then let's see that.
There is something wrong with it when y'all motherfuckers out here trying to group on the shit. You can't
Yeah.
stick.
Hold on. No,
You can't
Carl,
stick a whole bunch of chicks in one house.
Carl, you cannot make an argument by saying you can have as many wives as you can afford, and then say the problem is that they can't afford them. We're talking about specifically the man who can, because it says that's what to do. So you
No,
can't
but
have
you
as
see, the
Right,
many.
whole
but
thing is, the whole thing
men
is,
can't though.
But
the
they're
whole
doing
thing
it.
is,
Oh, what do you mean they can't?
but the whole thing is, you reading from the Bible and making that absolute. That's not absolute, brother.
What's not the Bible isn't absolute?
No, it's
No,
not.
it's not.
Okay, so hold on. Let me get this straight. If the Bible isn't absolute, what guides you?
My belief in what God can do.
So you guide yourself.
Basically, that's what everybody does.
Okay. Well, that's not what I.
But we go
That's not
to
what I
church.
do.
But people go to church for the reassurance.
But I understand what you're saying,
not necessarily for God, just to be around people that you have similar faith.
bro. I get you, and that is your right to do that. You have free will.
Yeah, but
You
I'm
guide
saying,
yourself. I don't guide myself.
I'll say this. My grandma always told me keep God first, right? She said you gotta really read the Bible. Just keep God first. If you got a problem, speak it out into the air, and more likely you get an answer.
So my question is this: how are you keeping God first if you don't know what God said?
Easily. I don't read the Bible just to pray. I pray. I speak. I keep quiet. I open my mouth and I say what I want.
See, and this is the thing. What I was talking about earlier when I opened up, when I was saying that the reason that I was doing that self-reflection is because I noticed that there's a lot of people that say they believe something, but they do not understand what they say that they believe. There is no way that you're going to tell me you live your life by something that you do not read. You do not know what is in it. How is that? You're not living your life by the Bible. You just said you're living your life by you.
I'm the grandson of a pastor, bro.
What does that mean?
You can't tell me I have not gone through all the versions of the Bible.
So you guys are
but you just
semantics.
said that you live your life based on what you want.
You guys,
I believe what I want to believe.
I know.
The one thing God gave to me was free
Judge,
will.
Okay,
I do
right?
understand. Listen, Dap, I'm not gonna sit here and say that I know it all because I don't. I'm newly ordained minister. All I'm saying is this: do I believe in God? Yes. Do I believe in only the King James version of the Bible? No. The reason why, because I have studied different religions.
Recommend her just going with the
Different
flow,
books.
or should she be requiring a title?
I'm 40 years old. I don't go with the flow.
The hell?
Playing.
I'm 40 years old. I don't even date
Y'all hear
or
that?
entertain people that are not batshit crazy.
Evo.
I think
Because
I think
that's what
Evo's
I
playing a
give. That's
clip
the
in
type of
background.
energy
Evo, your clip in
that
the
I like. I
background
wouldn't
going
even deal with somebody that's tolerant.
Give me the worst point.
Thank you.
So my
I
thing
think
is
you guys,
this, right?
You guys are not. Hold on, you guys are not
Let
realizing something.
Carl finish.
Go ahead, Carl.
I'm sorry, y'all, because that just took me out. What I'm saying is this. You can believe in God. You don't have to go to church. You don't have to memorize the Bible to prove that you are, how you say, you have a relationship with God. There is really not too many people that could say they was around during when Jesus was even around.
What do you
Well,
mean,
you
not too
know,
many people?
not too many people, because remember,
Is there anyone that can say that?
No, because it was all written down, but it was all written down from different perspectives.
It's
Hence
from
different
different,
volumes of the Bible.
exactly. And this is
So
why it's hard to pinpoint what was said when the people wasn't even around to witness what was
I'm not.
actually said.
Hey,
that's like
It's
you guys are
interpretation.
arguing two different things. Though. He's
yeah,
arguing
we
his point.
literally are arguing two different things. My
Yeah,
thing
that's
is
what I'm trying to
this, bro.
say. Y'all arguing two
My
different
thing
things.
is
It's
this.
Tim.
All I'm
It's,
telling you is this. The only reason you know that you're supposed to provide and protect is because it comes from the Bible. So it doesn't make sense for you to take some things but
That's
not
where
other
he interprets
things.
it, though. Because that's his
What do you
interpretation
mean?
of the Bible.
Where does it come from?
No,
That's
I'm
Where does
saying,
provide and protect come from?
listen,
But no,
listen, what I'm saying to you, that's
I
how you interpret that.
didn't learn that from the Bible.
That's what I'm saying.
But no, what I'm saying is that's where it came from. Whoever taught it to you, it came from the Bible. Basic instructions before leaving
What
Earth.
we're saying is your interpretation is different.
and
You
there's a
can't
lot of things.
interpret a
And there's,
manual any different way. Okay,
but
let me
there,
ask you a question. I'm asking you a simple question. How else can I interpretate? Put the key in the ignition, put your foot on the brake, and start the car. Can you interpret that a different way?
Yes, if I'm driving a 2025 car, that the ignition is
No. It don't matter what car you're driving. What I said was,
it does.
put the
It
key
does.
in.
Hold on.
No, it doesn't.
Carl, I got it.
Oh, y'all tripping.
I'm answering, Carl. I'm answering. Hold on. It's the same concept what Carl just said. He does not subscribe to a certain type of Bible. You can't tell me to go drive this car because you want me to prove your point. That's what I'm
telling you is this. Hold on. What I'm telling you is this. When you step inside a Mercedes, do they ask you, do you want to start your car by putting your foot on the gas, or do you want to start your car by putting the foot on the brake? They don't tell you that. There's only one way you're going to start their car. It's their car. You cannot.
No, it's not.
You cannot.
Because I can remote start my car.
No, Brethren. You can only remote start the car if Mercedes programmed it to be remote started.
No,
what are you talking about?
Remote start. I did that.
Bro, what I'm saying is this.
Interpret the Bible.
No, that does not make any sense.
I'm trying to let me finish. I downloaded the app to the phone, and I loaded my car to the, and I did.
Bro, that has nothing to do with.
You know what? I gotta say this. Dad, you was not the guy that woke up every Saturday morning and had your Jehovah Witnesses at your door. I could tell.
Ooh, how can you tell that?
This is what I'm saying to you. Your interpretation of what you were taught in the Bible sticks with you, just like Dee's interpretation when he went to school. That's how he learned. You can go argue with a lot of other people; they have a different interpretation. And how they
because I can point out. There's
no way that you're going to get the correct product if you do not have the right interpretation. Would you agree with that?
But the correct product is based on what?
Or wrong interpretation. That's what I'm asking. How do get there?
Because remember, I'm going to show Bible. Remember, your Bible that you're citing had over a dozen cases of incest, but it doesn't outline. It doesn't say that outline.
Bro, what are you talking about?
Mary, Joseph, Adam, Eve. That was all incest, bro.
Carl, please understand something. If you are going to understand the Bible from the concept that it was written, God is the one who invented incest. Incest did not come into play until God said, this is incest now, to sleep with your brother and sister.
Bring it back.
It was not around, bro. You gotta use common sense. If there's only two, hold on, bro, because I don't like this kind of strong man, retarded type of shit. That cannot make sense to you in your head that you're going to say Adam and Eve. Well, hold on. Let me ask you a question. If
They
we
had
came
two
from
daughters and
single
two
cell
sons.
organisms, if we
They
came
had two
from
daughters
single,
and two sons.
I understand that. But if we came from single cell organisms, was that incest?
Adam and Eve had
Answer
two
the
daughters
question.
and two
Hold on,
sons.
If we came from single
science?
cell organisms,
Are you
is that
combining science
incest?
with religion? Are you combining science with religion?
No, I'm not. I'm
Yes,
trying to
he
prove
is.
a point.
I just wanted to validate
I'm
that.
proving
No,
a
That's what I'm
point.
thinking.
No, the question
I'm
is,
proving
are
a
you
simple point.
Then you're correct,
asking
no.
a science question against a religious aspect?
No, I'm not. It's a purely science question. If
That's what
we
I'm
came
asking. We're
from
talking about
single
religion. That's
cell
why I'm asking.
organisms, I'm using the word if.
Bruh,
If we
all I'm
came from
saying
single
is,
cell organisms,
certain
But
things-
was that
science wasn't
incest?
but science wasn't included in the Bible, though.
In the Bible, yeah,
That's the
that's why I
funny
said-
Answer
part.
the question. Was
It's
it
mute.
incest?
It
Let's bring
is
back,
mute.
fellas. Let's bring it back, fellas.
That's what I thought.
Let's bring
Now,
back.
to answer you, Elevated, the reason I use the car analogy is you do not choose the way you get to start your car. If the car tells you the only way to start it is to put your foot on the brake with the key in the car and press start, you cannot put your foot on the gas and press start. You can't put it in neutral and push the e-brake. It's only going to start if you have the key, your foot is on the brake, and you hit the ignition.
I'm not arguing your
Period.
point. I'm not arguing your point. I'm not arguing your point. What I was saying to you is, but I chose the car. That was my point to you.
Correct.
That's
you chose
what I
the
was
car,
saying
but you
about-
don't choose how the car operates.
No, I can. But as I'm saying to you, I can based on those choices.
No,
That's
you
what I'm-
can't.
Yes, I can. If I
No,
want an
you
electric
can't.
car versus a standard car versus an automatic car, I get to choose that car. You can't.
Yeah,
But
because
what I'm
I've never
saying
touched
is
my foot
you
on
can
anything. I
choose
just
the
put the key
car,
in and turn it on.
but you can't choose how the car operates because you didn't.
And then you
make it.
have the new
No,
breed
I'm not saying
cars
that. But
where you
to
don't
make my
put your
life
foot on
easier, my
nothing.
process,
You just
I
press a
can
button.
choose- I can choose that car, right? That's what I'm saying. My choice is based on that process of elimination. Everything has a process. So to
Bro,
bring
this
it back
amount
to
of
your
semantics is mind blowing.
no, that's why I said earlier you guys were arguing semantics because again, it's still my choice of the process, which is to bring it back to you. What I'm saying to you,
Hold up, but no, this is what you're doing, right? What I'm telling you is this is how you stick to the topic. You're bringing up stuff that has nothing to do with my example. What I'm trying to show you is if the Bible is a manual, you cannot interpretate it multiple different ways. If you do, all it means is that you have the wrong interpretation because there's only one right way to understand the manual.
Hold on. Dad,
There's
let me
not-
ask you a question.
There's
Dad,
not two ways to
Dad,
understand
can
the
I ask you-
manual.
Listen,
Yes,
Dad,
it is.
can I ask you a question? Hold on, listen.
versions of the Bible.
King
I
James
want to hear Just
Version.
Lee after this.
Hold on,
too.
listen.
Go ahead.
King James Version was it by language of the Hebrew language, or was it English?
The way that the King James Bible was translated was the Old Testament is written in ancient Hebrew, the New Testament is written in Greek and partially Aramaic. Just it seems like you have an objection to that fact.
Only because
we got a clip of fellas. We got a clip.
Okay.
I think she wants to hit a clip, fellas. We went on this a little bit long, but
All
because
right.
I'm not going to sit here and argue semantics because what you choose to believe is what you choose to believe. I can ask a lot of men different questions. They're going to answer a different way. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's going to be, to your point, it's impossible to have the conversation if people don't believe everything in the Bible is right, because then you're just picking and choosing. So just throw the whole book out. Just throw the whole book out. The book is completely irrelevant. Just throw the whole book out. In all honesty, let's play the clip.
No, you're right, because it's been rewritten
Just throw the whole
so many
book out.
times.
Yeah, screw the Bible. Just screw
It's
it.
been
Don't even
rewritten
use
too
it.
many times.
Don't use it. Don't
Go ahead,
reference
Evo,
it.
play the
A
clip.
woman doesn't want you just for your money or for your.
I want a woman to want me for my money. I'm a provider.
not this.
Want
Is that
me to
Yada?
provide.
Yo, get that dude out of here, bro.
Why
Get
you
Yada out of
choosing
here,
me?
bro.
You want an alpha man?
Yada
I'm
is
saying
a
an alpha
king
man. I'm
snake,
here
bro.
to
Get
take
that
care of
dude
your
out of here.
every needs, and that's not
Come
just
on.
financially.
Come
That's
on, bro.
mentally, that's
Get that dude
emotionally,
out of
that's
here,
spiritually.
Bro,
Because I'm
why-
here to lead
in
in
the clip,
every
in the
aspect
clip.
of my life because I know
Evo,
what
get
you
that
want.
dude out of here,
When I
bro.
put you in an environment of peace, when I put you in an
Evo,
environment
We
of
not gonna
86
waste
the
time
clip.
with him.
you're going to elevate.
86
When a
the
woman
clip,
elevates,
Evo.
good women
He's
are
trying to
going to
buy a
elevate the
woman.
men right next to them.
Absolutely.
So you become my diamond in the rough.
How do you know who's a good woman and who's not, though?
I don't worry about that. I'm a good man. I
See
don't
what
care
I'm
if you're
talking
if you're
about, bro?
tarnished. I'm going to
Bro,
perfect
please
you.
get
If I'm a good
Evo,
man, this is
get
going to
this
happen.
out of here, bro.
I love this.
Yeah,
She's like,
I'm here
whatever.
for it. I need this recorded.
You see
Let me
how
get this
easy
recorded.
it is?
We need to pray with the ladies as more than affirmations from today on, right?
Let me ask you this: how do you know a woman doesn't want you just for your money or for your?
I want a woman to
Evo,
want me
what's
for my money.
going on?
I'm a provider. Want me to provide. It's about what you. Why you choosing me? You want an alpha man? I'm gonna show you my alpha man. I'm here to take care of your every needs, and that's not just financially.
Evo.
That's mentally. That's emotionally. That's spiritually. Because I'm here to lead in every aspect of my life. Because I know what you're gonna bring to me. When I put you in an environment of peace, when I put you in an environment where you feel secure, you're gonna elevate. And when a woman elevates, good women are going to elevate the men right next to them. So you become my diamond in the rough.
How do you know who's a good woman and who's not, though?
I don't worry about that. I'm a good man. I don't care if you're tarnished. I'm going to perfect you.
Shine you
If
up,
I'm a
baby.
good man, this is what's going to happen.
I love this.
She's like,
I'm here for it.
I need this recorded.
I mean, it is recorded.
And my morning mantras. I need to cut someone.
We need to play these as morning affirmations from today on, right?
Let me ask you this.
Evo, why?
I know that video makes a lot of women's pussy wet, but I gotta say this. When it comes down to sitting down and practicing your lines, he did that very well. But the reality is, you don't go out your way as a man to buy a woman, trick a woman, incentivize a woman. If the woman wants you, she's going to want you for you, not about your provisions, your money, and all the glitz and glamour you trying to spit out your mouth. Because celebrities do that all the time, and they got a high divorce rate just like anybody else. So, good luck with that, bro. You up there with Nick Cannon. Go ahead.
Nah, he not, because he only got one. He not even real enough to have multiple girls. He only got one.
Yeah.
So,
good luck.
but here's the thing, and this is what I'm talking about with women, bro. It's so easy to play y'all, bro. It's so easy to play y'all. Because what he's saying is he doesn't need anything else but money to get you. That reduces your role to prostitution.
But the moment you lose your titty or get sick, watch how quick he replace your ass.
And it's like I just don't understand. And it's like I said earlier, bro. I was talking to a lady and I was like, look, y'all are just not that smart because y'all are unable to see something, understand it, and then make the right decision. How are you gonna sit here and see that this man is telling you, I want you for my money? That's all I'm supposed to do is just provide for you and take care of you. You could, I don't care if you're trash. What he's doing is removing the accountability of a woman, and all he's doing it for is to sell his products. You know how much money he's making off of these girls, and they don't get it.
With that video, he'll get every chick in Atlanta.
Bro, every video he has, he posts it, and it says, is Yada spitting facts, or is he the king of sims? He knows what he's doing, and y'all fall for it every single time. Bro, I just don't get it, bro.
We are looking at
it's so easy. All I gotta do is call you Mother Queen Goddess.
I'm gonna tell you something though.
You were this, you were that, and I get the box. Y'all have some.
I'm gonna say this into Lee's defense because I kind of understand what Lee is gonna say in response to this. Lee, do you remember that dude, Derek? What's his name?
Derek Jackson.
When you talk about all that mental, get into a woman's pants through the sapiosexual, we got this guy that's doing it with money and materialistic, and you got this guy doing it through the mind fuck. It doesn't matter. They both dollar store niggas.
But it goes to the point where that's what I was just about to say to you. Again, it's the quality of man versus the quality of woman. You got to look at the women that he's appealing to, and then the men that are appealing to.
The desperate, the ones that don't know about it.
In that aspect, the conversation, it's not a conversation for us to win because they will pick him any day because that's their caliber of man. So that's why I'm not even.
They'll pick him. But guess what? They'll look for guys like me and Just D to go save them from the motherfucking dudes.
But that's what I'm saying. So if that's what they do, if that's their standard, then they're not for me. I'm not going to compete with him if I still know that his caliber of woman he has to be bought. I'm not going to sit here and argue with that man. Let him do him. I just know that we are shopping in two different pools. As a man, I'm not going to sit here and argue with him. Put him down. Do you? But just know that we will never compete as men in a dating pool without you can, and it's not about money. It's just about being a quality man. Because I'm not going to sit here and say.
Well, this is why I said about food because if you know how to cook very well, a woman want to submit to your ass just so she can get the way you get that
And
good meal together.
hold on. And one thing I do want to realize though. One thing I do
You don't like
one thing
that
I do
shit,
want to
but I
say.
gotta tell
Hold
you
on.
that.
Hold on. One thing I do want to say, it's not about him being married or not being married, because a lot of people are in marriages right now for the wrong reasons.
Of course.
Let's be realistic. He could be married, he could be
Yes.
taking care of her, doing whatever. But she could. Why is it that I never see her with him on one of these shows when he's interviewed by women?
I could tell you why too, but I ain't gonna say nothing.
So a lot of these things. But go to the next clip. There's a lot of things you can come back with.
I can only resupply once.
Recommend her just going with the flow, or should she be requiring a title?
I'm 40 years old. I don't go with the flow. I'm 40 years old. I don't even date or entertain people that are not batshit crazy about me, because that's what I give. That's the type of energy that I like. I wouldn't even deal with somebody that's tolerating me. I wouldn't even deal with anybody that I have the false belief that I have to demand things from. So that's her first issue. But my thing is this: if you really knew that you wanted more, if you really knew that you expected more, then you were supposed to go into that with your expectations. You cannot be giving up coochie, giving up head, giving up trips, giving up unlimited access to you with no title. You're giving up unlimited access to you with no title at all. Right? And now all of a sudden you think that you're about to demand some type of title. Like, why would I do that? Right. You already set the tone for what you want. And most women, they do this every single time. They go with the flow. And when you go with the flow, you end up Schitt's Creek without a paddle, because y'all don't know how to set the tone. I always say this: how can you let a man put you in uncomfortable positions with your body, but you are afraid to have uncomfortable conversations?
So going into recommend her just going with the flow, or should she be requiring a title?
I'm 40 years old. I don't go with the flow.
Okay. So now here's the interesting thing about the clip. So I know Buddy, I follow Buddy, right? The interesting thing about the clip is, when we're in our 20s, you know what I'm saying? We want her to come up off it without the title. We want her to go with the flow. And that's why he starts off with saying, hey, I'm 40 now. The problem is, when you're 40 now and you want the girl to be reserved, all the dudes that was there before didn't want her to be reserved. So now you're stuck with dating who? 22-year-olds, 23-year-olds. Hopefully, you feel me? Some girl who didn't get out there and hear the advice of all these crazy people telling her what to do, what not to do. You see what I'm saying? It's like nobody has the answers, bro, because they don't want to accept them. Because everybody wants to feel justified in their way of doing it. But he's only saying that because he's 40 now. He's 40 now. He already had the 20-year-old girls and stuff like that. So my question is this, bro. When she hears your advice and she's holding on to the kitty and she's making you propose and marry her, and you now later find out that she actually got 30-something bodies, what are you going to do? She made you wait for that. What are you going to do? And that's why I like Kevin Samuel's approach. He said, what are you talking about? You're 40 years old. What are you holding on to for? You're in a virgin. You had 2 kids. What are you talking about? Be an adult. Be an adult. That advice he's giving, I hope you're in your 20s. I hope you're in your 20s. Because if you're not and you got kids, yeah, get out of my face with that, bro.
But this is why I said the same thing. I'm gonna say it about him. When these things, I think in our era, when we're giving advice, we have to leave it at an open-ended. Meaning, they take what they want to take and apply to their situation if it works, and then move on. Because when we want to preach this hellfire and everything and say this is what needs to happen, no, it might have worked for me, but I don't know if it's going to work for you. Do you understand what I'm saying? So
I just don't get why the complaints are not the same as what we teach our daughters, our sisters. Why that's not matching up? The things that we say we want or complain about when it comes to women or expect from women, why is it different than what we're teaching our daughters? Because we're trying to keep our daughters fucking virgins until they're 30, 35. But we're
Because
chasing
there are
the
men out there
pussy. But
like
we're
us.
but we're chasing the pussy that is under 30, 35. So
Because there are
how
men
is
out there like
this?
us. We know there are men out there like us. They have
But
to be
it's
overused. They used to
contradictive,
be.
though. It's
I know. That's
contradictive.
what I said. That's what I just said. When you give advice, leave it at open ended. Let them take what they want to or what they can take from it and move on. I can't tell you what to do, how to live it, how to. You got to make that decision. It's still your choice. You know what I'm saying? Just like at the end of the day, it's your choice when you're dating, when you're doing. So all these advice and these things that a lot of men are saying and women are saying, they're learning from their experience, what they were taught. I have never been through an experience like what Dapo been through. I've been through a breakup, but not to that extent. You know what I'm saying? But so
Mm.
I can take what some of what he's saying, and I can understand what he's saying because as men, we're habitual. We do the same shit in different ways. Let's be
Because
realistic.
let me put it this way. Hey, Judge, your daughter comes in the door and she got a new boyfriend, and he is exactly like you.
Exactly like me when.
That's what he just said.
Exactly.
That's what I just said.
Exactly.
I
No,
just
he
said
walks
that.
in. He walks in. He's sitting there next to her, and he is exactly
Like how I used to
and
be.
yeah.
If he's petty like me, I know. I say this. When I was in my 20s and my mid 30s, I was a hoe, but I was already respectful. You see what I'm saying? So if I met the person's parents or anything, it was sir, yes sir, no sir, no man.
You wasn't a hoe. You can't be a hoe. You was a whoremonger. It's different.
Nah, bro. I was
You
Okay.
can't be a hoe. You a man.
So what? That doesn't give him a pass to be a hoe because he's a
Oh
man. What the
man.
hell?
But then it was like I had the respect for the family and stuff like that. But then like now you come in he like me now. Hey, we might kick it, we might not, but either which way, as long as you got the respect for my daughter, I don't care.
First of all, I would never. I'm not hanging out with my girlfriend, my daughter's boyfriend. First of all, that's not happening. I will talk to you in her presence, just like that. But until you literally get to the point where you are literally dating, you guys are one, then we'll have that convo. No, we're not doing
No,
that. Only talking.
it's I can say like this from personal experience. It's different. I said the same thing you said, Lee. Yeah, I ain't doing that. It's totally different. It flips just like that.
Yeah,
You'll say that.
I'm not.
You'll have that mindset,
Mm-hmm.
but then they'll flip.
Well, my daughter knows not to bring him to me unless she's serious about him. That's her boyfriend. I don't want to meet nobody she's talking to or she likes.
Yeah, so I say same thing.
I don't know.
But either which way, you'll get 4 or 5 different stories by the time you get to the right one. So.
Because 2 days from then, you're going to hear he saw somebody else and he like somebody else and she come home crying, now I got to go find him and hang him. No, we're not doing that. Because anybody hurts your daughter, think about it, fellas, anybody hurts your daughter, the least of the way she shed a tear, you doing 20 life. Let's be realistic, fellas.
So is that the reason why? Is that the reason why most guys today don't want the women that have to be? Something what Dapper said earlier triggered me too. But this is why guys avoided getting with chicks that they got to meet their father first. You said something earlier about virginity. Yeah, you said something about virginity, and I'm like, suppose you run across a chick that's a virgin and you got to meet her father first. You know you're gonna run from that because that's a double-edged sword.
But hold on, that's not. But that's not the
No,
case.
I'm saying. I said generally. I said generally. Listen. Generally. Generally, guys would
Isn't that
run from
how
that.
the world used to work, though, Carl? We all used to do it.
But did you understand the nuance is avoid commitment and responsibility at all costs? I didn't say don't get the drawers.
But hold on. But Carl,
that's today's mindset.
But Carl, when you're talking about a daughter, what is it that you're going to teach your daughter about making the right choice?
First of all, it's not teaching your daughter how to make the right choice because what you're doing as a man is saying, from now on, you vet the guys you meet and deal with.
Yeah, but I'm
That's
saying how would
taking
how
it
would
out
it's
of
not that's not your place to teach her that. That's her
no.
mother. That's her mother.
Exactly. You don't
That's her
That's
take
mother.
her.
insane. That's
This is what I'm saying.
what?
You cannot implement a woman to vet men. You
Not at all.
cannot.
You cannot. We cannot. It's impossible
But you just said that. Oh my
you
God.
cannot because you don't know how she's going to vet a man. Just like a woman can't tell a little boy how to vet a girl. She can tell you. She
Bro.
can tell that little boy what standards a woman should maintain, or you can tell your daughter what standards a good man in your eyes should maintain.
I
But
call
her
bullshit on that.
that vetting process is going
Yo.
to be totally up to
All
her.
right, let me let
I
me let me,
call
let me
bullshit
say
on
this,
that.
bro. Let me
Okay.
say this
You
first,
can
right
teach
quick,
you can
bro.
teach your daughter how to pick the right character in the person.
Thank
That
you,
comes from
because
her
I don't,
friends. That's why her friends
Based
always
on
tell
what? You
whatever
pick
man
men?
she did,
Y'all pick
whatever
men?
man she didn't
bro,
go
bro,
with.
bro, bro.
Hold on, hold on. Based on
Hold on.
what? Y'all
So
pick
let
men?
me let
I
me
want
let
to
me
ask you a
say
question.
this. Let me say this real
Clear
quick because
question.
here's the problem that I'm seeing right now. Y'all think information and truth has a gender. It does not. A
We just
man
said that.
can absolutely teach a girl how to pick a man, and he can
Exactly.
also absolutely teach his son how to pick a woman. And here's the truth.
That's not what we're talking
Vice
about.
versa.
That's not what we're talking about. That's not what we're
You
talking about.
just
You
said
did not.
that. You
You
all right?
did
Go
not.
ahead. Say what you were saying. Say what you were
That's
saying.
what
What
I
we're
was
saying.
saying.
You're going to give her. You're going to give her the information, but it's still up to her to do that. Just like when it's for a woman to teach them, because you don't. Your standard of a good man is you. There's not another
No,
you
it's
out there.
not. No, it's
Who told
not.
you that? Who
No,
told
it's
you
not.
that?
Who's gonna be?
So who's
I'm
your
saying
standard
like
of?
this.
Who's
I
your
have
good man
two
standard
daughters.
of?
I have two daughters.
Who's your good man standard of?
I'm a grandfather right now. I didn't pick this dude that she was with.
No,
That
that's not
she's
what I'm
with
saying.
now.
Just D. That's not what we're talking about. Who's your standard as a good man? If you're gonna teach her how to pick a good man, who are
No,
you?
I'm gonna teach her how to pick a person by their character and how they hold themselves.
That
Not picking a good man. That goes for female or male.
Okay.
Thank you, Doc. Go ahead, Doc. You want to rebuttal?
So it's not. I don't care about just being a man. It's gonna be all around for life.
You're a person, right?
It can be a person.
Okay.
Now,
So that's what Dapper is saying, though. That's what Dapper is saying.
It's
That
gonna be for life,
you're doing a
not for one
universal.
person.
You're doing a universal based on character and personality and what sets them apart from anybody else.
Exactly.
That's what you saw in them. But other
If
than
you
that,
were-
like pick a good man.
Yeah, I didn't get taught to pick a good woman.
Don't use me as a template.
To pick a good woman.
Again,
I made my
you did.
man.
Again, you don't teach them how to pick the man. You teach them how to dissect the
No, I
characteristics.
teach them how to hold themselves accountable.
Hold themselves.
And be
Thank you.
respectful for themselves.
You don't teach them how to pick a good man. Y'all are.
And then once they do they dumb shit. Did you think about what you was doing when you was doing it?
Okay.
Now,
I'm really starting to understand why we're in the position that we're in right now, bro. It's a lot of shit's making sense right now.
I mean, I can say it both ways. I can say that you are. I can look at you and say, well, in that concept, for you to make that statement, you're probably the alpha in your friends group.
What does that mean?
Meaning that if it's not my way, I'm not going to do it most of the time. Or in a relationship, if it's not my way, once the red flag goes up, there's no compromise.
Because I'm a man and it must go my way.
I know I'm the alpha in my friends group because I sit and listen. I don't judge. I sit up there and listen. I will sit there and listen to you, let you say what you got to say. I'll give you my advice, but that's it.
But there's different definitions of the word alpha. Different people contextualize it to how they want it.
I can't tell you what to do. I can.
So it's how you approach.
I can
So hold on.
show you. Like I said, I can show you how to do it. The rest is on you.
So it's how you demonstrate being an alpha that matters. That's the clarity. You can be the bold one that talks it loud, yada yada, or you could be the quiet one, and they come to you and respect you because they know.
Exactly. That's the way I am. The quiet one.
I get it.
I don't say much, but I'm gonna let you know straight up.
Because I can see Dapper going around saying, "Listen, I'm the king of the motherfucker. I run shit my way or no way. I'm the alpha." Blah, blah, blah. And he's like, "Okay, but what the fuck? What the hell?"
It's real simple.
I mean, to each his own. To each his own. But you gotta realize that is going to bring about a disdain in certain groups. And just like for us, what we say will bring about disdain in certain groups, because not everybody's going to agree.
Well, you got. then that's something that individually you have to learn.
Thank you.
Can you
Yes.
get more flies with honey than with vinegar?
Which is what goes back to.
Here's the thing,
Go back
right?
to that.
Here's the thing that I understand very well.
Mm-hmm.
Understand this very well. Results matter.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Like
So at the end of the day,
first. I want to hear him
at the
land
end of the
first.
day, like I said like this, when I do my counseling sessions, it's crazy. And I sit there and I let them talk. And then I repeat to, like I said, I repeat to anybody, you just said this, that, and the other. I ain't got to write it down. I'm going to tell you what you told me. And then I'm going to let you figure it out on your own. I'm like, does that make sense? Does that, my counseling sessions are crazy. If y'all ever want to sit in one with me, let me know.
Mm-hmm.
I sit there and I don't say nothing.
So you let them speak, but then you let them hear themselves.
Yep.
So you don't have to jump down their throat or.
And like I tell anybody when I do it, I tell them, yo, you come to me, I'm gonna rattle your cage. I'm just gonna let you know now. There's no holds barred.
But I wonder how many guys would stick with a chick if she comes home one day and said, "Baby, I know you want some, but I got a medical condition I found out, and I'm about to lose my titty. You still staying with me?"
Yo, you be coming in from left field with these conundrums, man.
Or I gotta go for a surgery.
Yeah.
I gotta go for surgery soon, so I can't have sex for 8 weeks.
I don't know what you gotta do. His mind.
I wonder how guys will respond to that, because when you're talking about relationships, love, and all of this, that also takes place. It can happen.
You got to look at it like this: if you can take a woman after she's pregnant, after she had a baby, you got to wait 4 or 5 weeks. You can do 8 weeks.
That's not the same as a fine chick is now in a wheelchair.
Well, hold on. What? All right, hold on. We moving goalposts.
No, we're not. No, we're not. Listen, Lee. We was having Lee. When you met her, she was fine. Y'all played games. You did a lot. She was fucking on a regular. Now she lost her shit. Now you're a caretaker.
You're asking a question. You're putting somebody in a question where that will take weeks of emotional intelligence to even think about. Or
no, but it goes with the. You're not understanding the why I'm asking it. It's, are you prepared for things not always being good or being the way it was at the beginning?
That's not being good, Carl. That thing's not being great at all. That's totally you went way over there.
No, it's not, because see, listen, it sounds good, right? It's like it's a thing that I've learned from a chick. She said, "Yo, her man was the best, man, big dick and all." Now the nigga gets in an accident, he don't have a dick. What are you doing? Are you still in love with him? Are you still gonna take care of him?
And on that note, let's get to the final thought.
You know what? That's bullshit, man.
Bro, you done landing your plane?
Oh yeah,
we
way over time.
All right, we don't want to talk about the what ifs, the possibility, and what is part of reality. It's all good when everything is fine. I get it. But if things become unfine, are we prepared for that? Are we able to admit to ourselves, baby, I'm gonna be with you. I don't care if you lose a leg, a titty, or what.
Nah, bro. You're bringing it to a point where you're putting me in a. You're not only asking about compromising love. You're asking me my moral and ethical compass in one night. That's not something that if I give you an answer right now, I'll be bullshitting.
Conditional versus unconditional. That seems simple to me.
Nah, it ain't that simple, Carl. Trust me, it ain't that simple. Because by the time you get to that, there might be other factors that for a different type of man that be like, damn, I'm in love with her. People out here do it.
Yeah, people out here do
it. People out here do it. So that's what I'm saying.
Especially
I don't know.
A lot of women that get breast cancer.
Yeah, they do it.
Your husband's still rocking with them.
Yo, give me a chick with cerebral palsy over a chick that can walk around with 2 legs.
Oh my God.
Evo, run the final thought. Evo, run the final thought, please.
Final thought.
Final thought. Girl in a wheelchair, girl with no legs, bro. What, bro?
Evo, roll the final thought.
What's going on? What are you doing, bro?
Evo, roll the final thought.
Throwing me right now.
Go ahead.
All right, I'll start this one off.
This is
God
fucked
damn
up.
it, Carl. That's she gonna be stuck in my head all day.
He be running, man. Listen,
Final
bro.
thought. Look, it is what it is. Please subscribe. Click the link. God damn it, Carl. Basically, I mean, we went over a lot of questions. I can say that a lot of things got addressed. I'll say just always just try to find the humility out of everything and stay humble with it. That's basically it. I can't. I'm still. I don't know what Carl just said. It's still stuck in my head, but see y'all next week. That's all I can say.
No, bro. Respect, bro. Dapper, have it.
Damn it, man. You come back refreshed with some
I
new
bet.
bullshit.
So I'm actually gonna my final thoughts is gonna be, pretty much how I started, right? Just know what you believe. You feel me? I'm the type of person, I don't mind people with different belief systems. It doesn't bother me at all. I feel like you should be able to kind of do what the gentleman here displayed. We're all able to have fun, disagree, but we keep it respectful. Nobody hates each other. We still cool. We could pick up the phone, call each other if we need each other. And I just hope that, people learn from that, because it's not always easy to do, but it does take knowing who you are, emotional control, discipline, but also confidence. I can't move Carl off his post. Just D can't move Elevated off his post. Elevated can't move me off my post, and I can't move Coach off of his post. But the great thing about it is, even though we are different, we all can come together and focus on the things where we have common ground. And that's what I would implore you guys to do in your relationships, male or female. Find things to where you do agree as opposed to where you don't agree. Focus on the positives and not the negatives. But most importantly, be aware of you. Understand that you have the capacity to be a dirtbag. You have the capacity to be an ancient girl or an ancient nigga. Keep that shit in check. Be an upstanding woman. Be an upstanding nigga. Stay dapper. Always dangerous. Like, follow, subscribe.
Respect, brother. Hey, Carl, where we at?
Look.
My final word is gonna be simple. Okay. During this whole thing, we didn't get a chance to discuss the separate bank accounts and all of that. We had more topics to discuss, but we kind of extended ourselves as usual. But nevertheless, we still at least was like Dab said, share perspectives and each one teach one. We can learn something from each other or somebody in the audience. And we love the questions, just like we love the haterism. Um, but the bottom line to all of this, I'm gonna stick to it. Interdependency, knowing how to get along with each other, and being prepared for the responsibility for the things you claim you say you want. So don't say you want a good man or you want a good woman, and you're not prepared for what comes with it. That's why I ended it with, "Hey, man, if she loses a titty or he loses dick, whatever, if they lose the vital parts that kept you in there or kept you happy, would that change your relationship? No different than if a man loses his job tomorrow or she lose her sexiness, her prettiness. If she gained 200 pounds, whatever, will that change the way you see them as an individual? You understand? We have to be challenged to see how real we are individually. That's the bottom line of what I'm getting at. And like, subscribe, please tell your friends. Come on, every Thursday, 8 o'clock. We're always here. We don't mind joking and we don't mind tackling those serious conversations. But I'm gonna tell you, this barbershop is something else, and we don't disappoint. But yeah, man, there's nothing wrong with dealing with a person with a disability. Who knows? You might find love in it. You know, yeah. Don't rule it out. I mean, look, the dating pool is already fucked up, so you can't go no more worse than that. So salute to y'all. Be safe, and thank you for the well wishes, man.
Love, God.
Well, he can't go on vacation no more.
Yeah, he comes back with a little bit of things. Well, it's I like to write mine down, but before I get to that, it's always love and respect in the barbershop, man, and it's fun because a lot of these things that I'm learning, even at my age, that there's other caliber and different types of men out here, just like there's different types of women. So you take what you take from us and you apply it where it applies. But with that being said, you got to also realize that at the end of the day, fellas, we rise higher when we sharpen each other, because real strength is built when a man and a woman can stop competing and start completing. So learn how to vet people correctly and come up with a process of your vetting. And understand one of the biggest things that we have to deal with is rejection. With that being said, respect. Shout out to Evo, man. I ain't gonna hold you. When she contacted me, I didn't see this going this far and getting this big, but it's getting to that point, man. It's getting to that point. So way to go, Evo. Like, subscribe on the page, and if you don't, we're gonna come looking for you. Evo, take us out, man.
Yeah, we can't say bye to nobody.
No, we don't have to say bye. We say salute, because we don't see your black asses next Thursday.
And at tomorrow's, you feel me?
Always, man.
Come back for your haircut. Oh, my back. My rib cage hurts.